Hello and welcome to the Super Basement Bro Show. I'm Connor. I'm joined by my co-hosts Tanner and Hasten.
Hello.
Hello.
He said ho-host.
I said ho-host.
That's what I am. I am the ho-host.
Christmas is over.
But the ho-hosts, like, aren't those the sweets?
Well, my initials
or
are
something like
H-O.
that?
No.
You know, like
So
ding
it's a
dongs or something like that.
ho-host.
Aren't there things called
There's
ho-hos?
ho-hos. Like,
Ho-hos.
it's like my hostess.
Yeah.
Ho-hos makes
Or
ho-ho.
ho-oh.
Yeah.
Hostess makes ho-oh.
Ho-hos are made by hosts.
No, there's ho-oh. From the
Welcome to
Pokemon.
the show.
Yeah, this is a great start. So it's been a while, and we apologize. We talked about, I think on our last episode, we said throughout the holidays we would be putting up more stuff.
Potentially two a week.
Because we would be getting together a lot. But what we didn't take into account is that when you're with your family, you're actually kind of busy with your family.
Not just
and
that.
not able to
And
record.
death, illness.
When you're
and-
with your family, you happen to contract a lot of illness.
Yeah, we
So
all got sick. Yeah, so
different
we all got
times.
sick at different times. I think I got sick first, and then Tanner, and then Hasten.
I mean, you're still a little sick, so I might cough. So
Yeah,
forgive me.
and I still am getting over it a little too.
I'm
So
good.
it's been a few weeks we've been sick now, so it kind of screwed us over on our recording schedule. We really apologize about that, but we're back now.
We're back.
New year, new us.
Guys,
New
it's
year.
2019.
Yeah,
We're
Super
here.
Basement Bros is back.
Hello.
We're excited for 2019.
It's a big year for games.
Yeah, this is exciting. In fact,
We might get
our
new
episode,
consoles this year.
Well, I'm thinking they're going to get revealed. but
Revealed.
then
Yeah, just
dropped next year.
even talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, big stuff.
this episode is going to be all about 2018. In fact, we're actually going to be looking back. We're going to do our games of the year. We each have like a top 10 kind of our games of the year. We're going to talk about our movies of the year, our favorite TV shows, just our favorite things of 2018 in general. It's going to be kind of reflecting on that. Our next episode after this will actually be focused on 2019 in the new year, what we're looking forward to, what's coming out. We're going to go through release dates of all the biggest things that are coming out, movies, video games, all of that. So look forward to that. But like we were saying today, we're going to give you a little bit of news. We're going to go through a little bit of release dates for the week, and then we're going to go right into our topic. We expect our topic to take up a lot of the show. But if you guys didn't know, we're Super Basement Bros. This is a show dedicated to the world of entertainment. We love celebrating it and just talking about it, discussing it. So if you are a fan of movies, pop culture, video games, all that jazz, you're going to love this show and music, anything you can think of like that.
And we have multiple platforms. We have, of course, Instagram. We have Facebook. We have Twitter. Go follow us on Instagram at Super Basement Bros. And then go follow us on Twitter at Basement Bro Show.
No, it's Super Bros Videos.
Super Bros Videos. And then, of course, just Facebook. Look up Super Basement Bros. We're all over the place. Just talk to us. We're just starting out. We have about 20 hours of content as of right now. So there's plenty of you to go
Almost
go
as
see and
much
go watch.
as Jablinski.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
His whole 5
We
minutes of content.
actually have more content than Jablinski, guys. So I know a lot
By
of you are
about
subscribing to
1,000
him.
times.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love Jack Black, but he only has 3 videos, and we're probably about 30 hours ahead of him in total content. And we've been around for about
crazy.
just as long.
Yeah.
So.
He probably weighs as much as us combined. But
Oh, come on. Don't do Jack Black like that.
Sorry,
That's
Jablinski.
okay.
I
I'm
love
bigger than
Jack
Jack Black.
Anyway, yeah, so we thank you guys for joining us. Like Tanner said, follow us on social media. Hit us up. We'd love to get your guys' feedback. And like we always talk about, we want to build this show with you guys. We want to hear what you guys think and what you think we can do better or work on. We're totally open to any ideas. And we want to hear your questions. Send us topic ideas, and we will use them as a topic for our show. And we'll discuss them for however long you want us to. Like, legit. Our topics usually go about an hour long, and so if you give us a cool topic idea, we'll gladly discuss it. So.
And we know some of you guys watch. I mean, when you're watching, just comment something. Just say anything. We will absolutely 100% see it and
We're
respond
sounding a
to
little
it.
desperate at this point.
And the thing is like,
Love me!
yeah, love us. But it's true. We want to hear from you guys. We want to see what you guys think of us. What kind of stuff you want to see on the show. We're open to ideas.
Yeah.
We're having new segments. Pretty much every single episode, we have a new segment almost.
Yeah, in fact,
So-
an exciting segment you can look forward to is we're starting the segment called Deathmatch, which is what we're going to... basically, we're going to pick 2 things. For example, the first episode is going to be Disney versus Nintendo. You can only pick one, and the other one you don't pick gets wiped from existence. So
Thanos style.
Yeah, Thanos style. It's gone. And all of its history,
Mickey.
too. So what we will is we'll all kind of just in a organized way, we'll kind of debate what we think we would keep, what we'd choose out of those 2.
It might get a little heated.
Yeah, sometimes they're unrelated. Sometimes they're more connected. Disney and Nintendo have a lot of parallels in many ways. But yeah, and then you can look forward to that. We'll do that next episode, not this one. But I say we go ahead and get started. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
good.
I mean, we're just getting back into it, guys. I think 2019 is going to be different. We're sticking to this podcast.
Just stick with the intro for the next 2 hours.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, if you want, send us a topic idea of just do the intro for 2 hours. We could probably make it work.
But like we said, we took a little holiday break, but we're back and expect episodes bi-weekly.
So what we do is, it's basically expect every other Sunday night. That's kind of the plan, especially going forward. I think that's the reasonable amount you can assume to get an episode. We'll try to do more anytime we can, but expect at least an episode every other Sunday night. That'll pretty much be the schedule.
Let's get into it.
But yeah, let's go ahead and start out. We're going to start out with the news for you guys. So there was a lot of news over the break. We're not going to talk too much about all the news because there'd be way too much to catch up on. It's been about a month now. But the Golden Globes were actually just this last Sunday. I just wanted to kind of talk about a few of the winners and stuff like that. But the best drama winner, which is basically, considered like the best picture, was Bohemian Rhapsody, which this was really shocking to me, and it shocked a lot of people because if I'm being honest, I don't think anyone saw it coming. Like, this movie has gotten, good reviews. I'd say decent to good reviews, but not like extraordinary by any means. And I think it's pretty mixed in terms of its reception. And so for it to win Best Picture, I think it threw
It won Best Picture?
Best Picture, yeah, a drama. So
Bohemian
Golden Globes are weird.
You told me.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, they have different categories, but it won the drama category, which is considered like the best. Yeah,
in the Golden Globes.
Yeah. So it'd be like if it won Best Picture at the Oscars in a way,
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are thinking Bohemian Rhapsody won't even be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars.
Yeah.
But now that it just won at the Golden Globes, people are thinking maybe it will. So me personally, I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was a fine movie. I didn't think it was.
Is that the one about Queen?
It's the one about Queen, Freddie Mercury.
Looks just like
the songs are awesome. Rami Malek also won Best Actor. He won Best Actor for portraying Freddie Mercury. Like I was saying, overall, I think it was a fine adaptation, a fine biopic about Freddie Mercury and Queen, but I would not have given it Best Picture by a long shot with some of the other competition this year. Me personally, anyway. And then
I never saw it, so I heard they had mixed reviews though.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't like a
Bird Box.
Well, even Bird Box has had mixed reviews though.
Really?
A lot of people don't like it.
Mm-hmm. Huh. But so Best Picture drama was Bohemian Rhapsody. Best Motion Picture comedy/musical was Green Book, which I'm so happy about. I
really want to see that.
That one was awesome. That deserved it. Best performance by an actress in a drama. Oh, frick. Guys, we have a spider on set with us right now.
Kill the spider. Kill it.
Get it? Don't miss it.
Hashtag. Yes.
Good call, Hazen.
Yes, pizza haters.
Oh,
yeah, demonetized.
We got really lucky right there. One of us could have died.
We might have
Good eyes,
it's like when PewDiePie, or not PewDiePie,
no, didn't he have a spider on his shoulder?
I don't know.
No, yeah, no, he had a spider sitting right there.
Logan Paul killed the mouse.
No, he
killed the mouse before he showed the guy in the
No, he tased it.
Oh yeah, he tased it.
It was dead already. It was a dead mouse, and he tased it.
What the frig is that? Oh my God.
It was literally a week after his whole controversial video.
No, it was before, wasn't it?
No, it was right after.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was
before.
after he
So
said.
that-
It was after he had his little break, and he came back to YouTube, and he had like the beard and stuff, and he's like, "I'm back," and then he tased.
I don't think he had a beard. But
No, he did. He came back as like a joke, and he had like a taped on beard.
I thought he
and,
cut his hair and
He
stuff.
did. It's like a new him.
Anyway, we don't talk.
Why
about
are we talking about
we don't
2018?
talk about Logan Paul on this show.
That was the beginning
all
of
we're
2018.
Best actress in a drama was Glenn Close, won for The Wife. We already talked about Rami Malek won Best Actor for Drama. Olivia Colman won Best Actress in a Musical or Comedy for The Favorite. That's one I still need to see. So in my movies of the year, I still haven't seen The Favorite. So that very well could be up there. I love the director. He did Killing of a Sacred Deer and also The Lobster, which is a super freaking weird movie. I told you guys about that one time, right? About when you die, you become a animal. Yeah, it's super weird. But anyway, he directed that. Christian Bell won for playing Dick Cheney in Vice for musical or comedy actor. Yeah, and then we go down into and then Regina King won for If Beale Street Talks for supporting actress in motion picture, which is deserved. And Mahershala Ali won for Green Book for supporting actor, which is definitely deserved. I would have picked between him and Adam Driver in Black Klansman. Best director was Alfonso Cuarón, who directed Roma. And then he also directed Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban back in the day, and Gravity, if you guys have seen that.
That was a good
Sandra
one.
Bullock.
It was a good one to see in theaters.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's one of those movies where I haven't seen it since theaters, and I don't know if I really
Well, I watched it in like IMAX 3D.
Dude, me and you went and saw it. That's right.
Yeah, it
we
was
saw
insane.
We saw
It
it
was
in
awesome.
D-Box.
Oh, it was like the best
3D.
experience you could have.
Yeah, it was D-Box. It was D-Box IMAX 3D.
Wait,
or
what
something.
was it?
So it was like we were freaking in
Gravity.
the movie.
Oh, I know. I went and
you
saw
there
that with
too?
you. Yeah. No, it's the
insane.
only way to experience that movie.
Yeah.
Because I recently watched it
You
again.
come and watch it on a 50-inch TV, you're just gonna be like,
No, we
It just
literally
doesn't do it
we literally
justice.
watched it on a laptop, and I remember watching it. I'm like, this movie was so much better than
That's
the first
the
one. Like, it's a
horrible-
great movie.
that's a horrible way to
It's a great
experience it.
movie, but
Horrible
like
way to
it was
experience
so
anybody.
much
Yeah.
cooler because we were in VFR,
It was
HFR,
It was I think it was HFR, so high frame
D-Box.
rates, D-Box, Dolby,
IMAX, 3D.
it was
Like
insane.
we were like actually in
I
space.
remember
With
I
it,
think
like,
at some points I got sick because I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm in space.
this is not good with 3D.
They even like made us have anti-gravity and we went floating.
Yeah, there was a part where we literally lifted off the ground and we were just all floating in the theater like we were Sandra Bullock. I don't know. I still don't know how they did that.
They fed us something before the movie and we were just like,
whoa!
whoa!
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, exactly. The craziest part was when we were floating and all of a sudden we saw George Clooney in real life
And
floating
he's
in
like,
front of us.
he's like, come with me.
Yeah, he like reached out and I was like, I touched George Clooney's hand. It was insane. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. If you
People
ever
are
get
gonna
the
believe
chance if you ever get the chance to experience
6D.
4D, yeah,
6D.
IMAX, HFR, D-Box, do it.
No, it's not 60, it's LSD.
Oh,
If you ever get the chance to experience LSD.
Really? I mean, you could have a fun time with Tanner's experience of watching on a laptop if you just take LSD.
yeah.
then it's like you're in the theater.
Then it's just like you're experiencing it in the 6D like we're talking
Yeah.
about. Anyway, yeah, I agree with that. That movie, I don't know if I ever want to watch it again unless it's in theaters.
No, I haven't watched it since, and I don't know if
Yeah,
I ever will.
because I really enjoyed it in theaters, but I don't think I'd like
Unless
it
I
as
get
much.
like some kind of insane TV and I get to watch it like from right here
Yeah, just like a mini
with
home
like
theater.
surround sound,
Yeah, that would be awesome.
with my dad moving the couch behind me.
What are you insinuating with that?
You know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Best screenplay went to Green Book, which is definitely deserved. Best picture animated was Into the Spider-Verse, which
That's a good one.
I think is deserved as well.
It's cool animation too.
Definitely cool animation. Took us a little bit of getting used to
Oh,
when
yeah.
we first saw it.
Get a
but-
little
Oh, you guys saw it?
Yeah.
When?
It was good. A couple weeks ago. We invited you.
No, you didn't.
we
Yeah, we
did.
did.
We
No, you
100
didn't.
We
I
100% did.
No, I would have
I'll
gone.
show you the text after the
Yeah.
show.
Anyway,
Huh? No.
best picture foreign language was Roma. That's Alfonso Cuarón. Best original score was Justin Hurwitz for First Man. Definitely deserved. And then anyway, if you guys want to find out the rest, just go on GoldenGlobes.com. You can find them. We'll cut it there though because there's so many. Golden Globes are ridiculous with how many awards they give. Literally, there's probably like 50 more awards after that. Other news.
Best 7th supporting actor. Guy in chair.
Good job. Next news story we have Margot Robbie is going to be starring in a Barbie movie. You
I'll
guys
take
heard
it.
about this?
Margot Robbie, you
She's
say.
perfect for a
Do you,
Barbie.
She
can,
is.
as a child, can you pull the clothes down and shrug it?
Oh my gosh. That's the episode? Or that's the whole movie?
It's just some creepy 10-year-old.
God.
He's
He's
like, guys.
She's
He's
like it's a 10-year-old fantasy.
Beck, is
movie.
that what you did?
oh yeah, didn't
He was
everyone?
like, yeah. Actually, yeah.
It is a little weird that looking back on it as a kid, that Barbies were just straight up were naked.
I don't
Like,
understand that. No, like, because I mentioned that
How often
to our
were they
aunt.
actually dressed too? Like, I
Yeah.
feel like
The
they're
only
always-
ones
Yeah,
that
no
aren't-
joke. If you ever went into a girl's room when you were a young kid,
They're never dressed.
They're always naked. I promise you. They're always naked. They're never in clothes. You walk in and it's just a bunch of naked Barbie
No,
dolls,
and
you're
like, the only ones that aren't is then there's like Monster High, and I remember seeing them. They like have
I don't
stuff
even
on
know what
under,
that is.
and I asked
Like a
our
bra.
aunt, I'm like, why do they have clothes on? Like, why
Why
aren't they naked?
Hey,
Anyway.
Margot Robbie's hot. I don't care what she's in. I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's good casting, I think. But we'll see how that turns. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty bad movie. I have to
I'm
imagine,
sure.
though. But anyway, the next big story we have is Bungie is officially breaking ties with Activision, and Bungie will be keeping the rights to Destiny, but they are officially, as of today, severed. They're no longer part of the same company or whatever. Bungie doesn't adhere to Activision.
You know what that's great for is their DLC. You know how held back they were by Activision. In Destiny 1, they said that the only reason they had the expansion pass was because Activision pulled it from the game.
I hate the way they do their DLC.
It's because of
you have
Activision.
to buy a whole new game.
It was because of Activision. It's because when you bought Destiny 1, you could go into the DLC areas without actually buying the DLC. And people were like, what the heck? It was before the DLC even came out. People were like, what the heck? Why'd you rip it from the game? And it was because of Activision, right? It's because they were like, we see an opportunity to make more money. I feel like this is good for Bungie because for Destiny 3, they can
So I don't know if you guys actually know how the Destiny expansions work. So they start the game off. You have 2 expansions passes, right?
Yeah, they reveal
so it's like a 2-piece
They reveal it
expansion
with
pass.
the game.
Then, like, Destiny 1 had what? It was the first one was, what was the first DLC after expansion 1 and 2?
Oh, after expansion 1 and 2, they had the Taken King.
So Taken King released as
It was
a
the
full
big
other $60 game.
Yeah, it wasn't even a game. It was just an add-on.
Yeah.
A $60
$60 add-on that you buy a whole copy of the game.
Which, to give them credit, was the size of a full game. It was great. It was huge. It was the peak of Destiny. It was. You never played it. It was a huge. Yeah, but everything that they added, it was a whole nother game. Like what they added to it, but still.
Okay, you can't sell me the same game, literally calling it Destiny 1 twice for $60.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I bought it originally I bought the Taken King one with all the DLC, but it came out with another one, didn't it? With some more.
They came out
DLC
with Destiny Collection because Rise of Iron came out. Yeah,
Rise of Iron. That was what it was. Rise of Iron. You had to buy again for another $60.
No. Rise of Iron was $30. But they made an edition that came with all the DLC, which was $60.
Yeah, and it's looking like that's the same thing now. Hopefully, it's not though. With them,
what's good rid of
is
yeah.
Because it was insane the way they did it.
Luke Smith, I think he's the creative director. He slipped up in a thing in Destiny 1. He slipped up about whatever we throw at the Destiny players, they'll buy. Which he wasn't lying, but then again, it was him talking through Activision. Because Activision was the reason they see look up all the games Activision owns. They pull the content because they know they can make money. They're smart because they're a business. They're like, they'll pay whatever
they
they
just treat
can.
gamers like crap.
Yeah, well, because they know that fanboys will pay whatever to get something of their favorite game. The thing is Bungie used to be one of the most trusted companies with Halo. They released full games with no DLC. They would never have DLC. If it was like a map pack, And so I'm excited to see what they do now, because they're their own publisher. Bungie, I'm surprised this wasn't revealed earlier, because I think at E3 they revealed that they're going to become a publisher. They're purchasing little companies. They're going to start working on other games. So they're going to become like Bethesda. They're going to be Bungie with other little people making other games. And so I'm excited to see what they do with this. I hope that it helps them. I'm sure it's good news.
Yeah, I'm very uneducated when it comes to the whole how Destiny rolls out their DLC and stuff. But one thing that I've always thought to be odd is I remember taking you to some of the midnight launches. And it's weird because, as I understand it, they release the Forsaken King or whatever, they release it as its own standalone thing.
Yeah.
Completely unconnected to the base game.
Yeah,
and
I bought Taken King.
And it costs full price, right?
Yeah, I bought Taken King, which has all of Destiny 1's content.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy.
Included
then
in the
again,
game.
it doesn't... you can't just buy Forsaken alone without the base game. It comes with the base game.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't just play Forsaken without
DLC.
Yeah,
it is.
I think it's a little weird because I don't understand why, for me, as someone who isn't like you and insanely into Destiny, why wouldn't I just wait until all the DLC comes out?
But then again,
and then
that's the thing.
The base
that's
game
the
too.
problem. Is because with me, this is what happened. I literally haven't played Destiny since Halloween. I have not played Destiny. I've not touched it. They've come out with Black Armory now. They've come out with a ton of new stuff, but I haven't touched it because I feel that way. I should have done that with Destiny 1. What they tried to do with Destiny 2 to make people buy the content and not wait until the end is they're like, there's seasons now. So you can get exclusive content each season. But it's not worth it to me. I'm going to wait until they're done with the DLC and then buy the collection when it's $40.
I love the season thing though. So maybe not Destiny.
I do enjoy that.
Destiny,
I do. Yeah.
But Fortnite has it.
Destiny has it now.
Black Ops has it. You kind of learned a little bit about
that. I actually was going to talk about that. It's one of my...
I hope they start doing that.
It's one of my top things of 2018. It's this new system. It's a change to microtransactions. Instead of having microtransactions, they have seasons now. Some games are doing this, like Destiny.
Rocket League's doing it too.
Yeah, where it's you have a period. Fortnite will come out with a season and it's 80 days, right? like 80 to 70 days.
2.5 months.
And it's like a bunch of content that you can earn by playing the game. It's like what we've always wanted, where the more you play the game, the more you'll get. Because the Black Ops 4 Battle Pass thing, it takes some serious freaking grinding. I played Black Ops 4 quite a bit, and I'm not even close.
They changed it. So instead of 200 tiers, it's only 100 now.
Oh, good. But still, the first one, it was insane. But that's good for people who want to grind the game. You can grind the game.
I got to like 45 in the first.
Speaking of which, there has been some shady stuff with the they're charging $1 for a freaking
a reticle. It's just
I saw that. That's stupid.
That was
what comes on with the reflex sight.
Here's the thing though. Here's why I will defend them, because like Black Ops 3, it would be pay $10 for the new gun, but you can't earn it any other way.
But now you have to buy the Black Ops pass though. And
you don't have to buy the pass.
But the pass is free. The pass has 3 guns in it.
Yeah, but it's free. The pass is free.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to buy the pass. See, that's
but you can purchase tiers.
Yeah, but still.
So if you want the guns, you have to play
this is the thing,
hours.
That's why I'll defend. Because I don't like that Black Ops is adding guns to the passes and stuff. But I do like that they're having the content free. Right? Because I don't like the fact that they're doing guns. We talked about this one time alone, not on the podcast, about microtransactions and how Rocket League and Fortnite are doing them right. Because they're all cosmetic. That's it. They don't do anything to the game. They don't change the way you play. They don't do anything.
I think a lot of publishers are taking up that mantra now.
They just look.
I think people, for the most part, understand if you put in something that breaks the game, then it's just unfair, and they're going to get flat.
Because even Destiny still
that
does
whole
it.
Battlefront 2 thing.
Yeah.
Well, even Destiny still does it. They have the mods.
I guess who that was.
The packs.
EA.
Yep.
Yeah. But and that's what I like. I like
Classic
seeing this.
EA.
It's in one of my top.
EA is actually real fast, not to interrupt, but EA is one of the few publishers I feel like who still hasn't fully learned.
They haven't grasped it. They haven't.
It's because they have those sports games. You know how much money those transact. I mean, I put probably $300 a year.
And the thing is like,
games.
I don't want to say I don't blame them because I do, but then again, how would you feel if like you're getting so much money from people buying these loot boxes that you're like, why not keep doing it?
Because it's wrong.
No, I know. That's the thing.
It's ruining gaming.
I blame them completely. But then again, like I can see why they did it.
If you're a selfish money grabber, then you can see the appeal.
Exactly. I can see the appeal, but I don't know why they kept doing it. After they got that heat, why they were like, because remember the controversy for the fighting game, UFC? They literally were selling the fighters in packs. It's like, you want Conor McGregor? Pay $15. You can't play with him otherwise. But then they changed it, right? Because people are giving them all this flack. Which I do like. That's one of the things that I put in my top 2019 is the shift of DLC. Is they changed it from, you have to buy the DLC.
I think it's getting better. I don't think it's fully fixed yet.
It never. But it never will be. It never will be.
It's going to get worse.
Yeah, I think
mobile gaming growing, it's going to get worse.
But I do like...
especially with the mobile gaming almost becoming... It's weird because we're at this time where almost like mobile gaming and console gaming are becoming connected in many ways. So, with the functionality of microtransactions and all that jazz.
And one company I have to give props to changing, I think they're the ones who started it, was Epic Games. Because the Epic Games, people saw it's a free-to-play game. They saw all this content. They were dishing out all these updates, these free updates. Nothing costed money. And that was the change. Because everyone's like, why am I going to pay $60 to go play a game called PUBG, which is the exact same.
30.
And I can go, 30, or I could play a free version of it, And so that was the shift. And I think a lot of companies saw how...
Which PUBG is really free now, too.
Well, yeah. But I think companies saw how successful...
Even on Game Pass, right?
Yeah, I think companies saw how successful Fortnite was, and they were like, let's do exactly what they did. Let's start doing our updates free. Let's start adding some free content. Not everything free, because Black Ops did just come out with their DLC.
And to actually get Fortnite, you have to buy the game. Because Fortnite is not Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Royale. Fortnite saved
the game that they've actually been working on for 5 years.
Which
is not free.
Nobody plays
speaking of that, when it's 50% off, it's $20. It is so freaking worth it.
What?
If you play it, you earn V-Bucks.
One day we're going to have a topic about Fortnite and just the story of Fortnite, because it really is this insane story of like how they go from being like a game about not anything to do with like
a zombie survival.
Yeah, me and Connor a couple months ago were watching the trailer in 2013.
It was the 2011
trailer for Fortnite. And the logo looks totally different. When it was just going to be a tower defense zombie horde mode.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because, yeah, they're really smart for taking that opportunity to be like, Battle Royale. They got that.
They jumped on the ship, that's
I'm glad,
for sure.
I'm glad.
They owe PUBG something.
Like, here, have a free skin.
Also, on that topic, I want to talk about how much longer we think it'll last, or if it will.
The
last
Battle Royale
forever.
fad.
The Battle Royale, yeah. And all that.
2019, it's going to be dead this year.
You think
No,
so?
I don't.
Well, okay, we'll save that for another topic. That's
Okay,
gonna go. On.
Yeah, that's a debate.
Next news story though, we have so this is gonna actually kind of bleed into Smashcast. If you guys don't know, the Super Smashcast is on like it was a limited run series, and now we're only doing episodes every time DLC comes out. Which Piranha Plant actually comes out in a couple weeks, so you can probably expect an episode then. But
Did you register your game?
I have, yes, and
Of course you
I got
did.
the Fighter Pass and everything. I'm excited. But regarding the Fighter Pass, we actually have our first rumors for Smash Bros. Ultimate. So take this all with a grain of salt, and also
spoilers.
Also spoilers. Yeah, if you don't want to know possibly who the lineup
this
is
isn't
for the Fighter
confirmed.
Pass, it's not confirmed at all.
It's just a leak.
Yeah.
Apparent leak.
It's an apparent leak, and
It's not-
but it is backed up pretty well. There's people have a lot of reason to believe this leak. But that doesn't mean it's true. Take this with a grain of salt, and if you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this segment. Skip ahead like 10 minutes or something. But basically, we know about Joker. He's the first Fighter Pass character to be coming out. He was announced at the Game Awards, which is freaking awesome. We were watching that
Huge
live, and we were like,
surprise.
what the frick?
Yeah.
But then the second character is rumored right now to be... People have gone through the code, and there's another character under the name Brave, which people have done some digging and connecting and whatever. And it sounds like it's related to the Dragon Quest games. And it sounds like
another sword character.
It is.
Yeah. But you'll get better information
But it gets
later.
yeah, that's the
it
thing,
gets
is-
better.
and it's not true. And
See, when Connor was telling me
about
about this yesterday, I was getting a little disappointed. I'm like, because don't get me
another-
wrong, any character's
another
cool.
anime sword fighter. Yeah.
Then again, any character's cool, but what I was
There's
like,
not enough
I was
in
like,
the game.
yeah, I was like Joker and then Dragon. How many anime guys are we gonna get?
However, Joker, I'm excited for Joker because he has no sword. He is completely like magic based,
Yeah,
which is
gonna
really
be cool.
That'll be
It's
cool.
like Bayonetta.
Yeah,
I hope he wears
even
his-
Bayonetta has weapons. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't have his attacks seem all magic.
I hope he
based,
wears
which is
his
cool.
hat.
Yeah, his hat would be cool, or at least an alternate. With his
Yeah,
hat.
yeah.
But anyway, this character, out of all the DLC characters that are rumored right now, once again, we don't know if they're true. This one I'm the least excited for. It's the Dragon Quest guy, and he literally looks like a Fire Emblem.
He looks like
sword.
Goku mixed with Fire Emblem.
Yeah, he's an anime.
Like, he's got, like,
sword
the
fighter.
Goku hair.
So that's a little disappointing. But one thing we don't understand here in America is that Dragon Quest is one of the biggest series in Japan. Like in the Asian market, Dragon Quest is like their freaking Madden. It's insane. Like
Really?
it is huge. It's insane how big that series is. And so it makes total sense for Nintendo, a Japanese company, to make a Japanese character for their fighting game. It makes sense from a financial
Persona 5's
standpoint
big
for
over
them.
there too, isn't
Well,
it?
yeah,
and,
Persona
well,
5
and
is too.
think about that's
Or
where
Persona.
their core audience is. Like, sure they
Exactly,
have they have a fan base in America and all these other countries, but people in Japan go nuts
Nintendo's
over
even
that
bigger
shit.
in Japan. That's what people forget.
It's
And
their
so-
religion, dude. Freaking Pikachu's at every corner.
Persona and
wanna
Dragon
go to Japan
Quest.
so
I know,
bad.
it'd be so
That'd be
sick,
fun.
dude. Tokyo.
We should go and go to the Nintendo
For real.
headquarters. That'd be awesome. But Joker and Dragon Quest, Persona and Dragon Quest make total sense for a Japanese perspective. They're not the most exciting characters here from an American standpoint, but the next characters get a lot better. At least for the most part. I mean, I wouldn't say they're a big deal in terms of they're all third party, which is nuts. So the next rumored character, the third DLC fighter, is Ryu Hagabashi, which I think it's pronounced Hagabashi. I could be wrong. That's the thing.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I told
I was
Tanner,
like,
he's
what?
like, Ryu's already in it.
They're
Yeah.
doing another Ryu.
So-
It's Ryu, but from the other game.
It's Ryu from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the
Ninja
ninja.
Gaiden?
Yeah, he's the ninja.
Does he have a sword?
Yes, he does. But he's the
He's the ninja
but
guy.
he's a ninja.
I know,
ninja.
but
Yeah.
Remember,
it's gonna play the same.
No, but you know Ninja Gaiden.
He'll be a little
You remember
bit.
Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it's like.
It looks
I know what
sick.
is.
He's like the ninja.
Yeah, this one I'm actually really excited about. And one thing
But he's gonna be swinging a sword around, just like
I think they'll
You can argue-
I think they'll mix up his moves enough that it'll be. I think he'll have like shurikens. And
I
stuff
yeah,
or
I think he'll
whatever,
be more like
Hadouken.
no.
Or what are they called?
He'll be
The
shurikens.
ninja stars, yeah,
Yeah, shurikens.
like those
Shurikens,
little things,
shurikens.
shurikens, and then also like a bow staff. Maybe,
I think
or
he'll be
stuff
more
like
like Sheik. He'll be more agile. He'll be faster. He'll be like
that. He'll be quick.
projectiles. He's not gonna be like Ike and be like
No,
Whoa!
I don't even think
Marth.
he'll be.
Yeah.
I bet
Say,
you.
oh yeah.
My assumption is if he's in the game, I don't even think he'll be completely sword based.
No
I
way.
think he'll have a couple sword moves, but I think most of his
Well,
moves are actually going to be
Ninja Gaiden's like a Souls game. It's same kind of thing.
it's more
where
hack and slash.
Well, it's
yeah.
like where it's dangerous and it's not just your sword. It's
Yeah, there's more to it than just swinging a sword.
You don't want to be running up on all these.
I'm actually pretty excited about this one because I don't think anyone saw it coming. It's weird because I didn't see anyone predicting
I don't know
this
why
character,
they didn't.
Which he makes kind of sense if you think about it. So that's pretty exciting. But then the next one is where things get a bit more crazy. The fourth DLC character is rumored to be Steve from Minecraft. So this would be pretty crazy because it would be the first Microsoft-owned Xbox character being in Smash Bros. Which would be crazy. And then the next part of this rumor is that Minecraft Steve has a Master Chief skin.
An alternate.
That's cool.
So Master Chief will be one of the Steve skins. Mm-hmm. So it'll be like Master Chief finally being in Smash Bros, which would be pretty crazy.
Which we were talking about
Master Chief though.
The real Master
Chief. Which we were talking about yesterday would be a great way for them to just introduce a bunch of Microsoft characters.
Why not just do Master Chief though?
But I'm assuming it's because they want more of a family-friendly character.
But not just that. I think as of right now, to promote certain games, because Minecraft Dungeons is coming out.
Yeah. It would be coming out late.
The biggest thing is, I think, is that Steve and Minecraft are on every platform. They're not just on Xbox.
Because Steve is on Switch
on
and
he's literally, you can play.
But Master Chief is only on Xbox.
Yeah, which I still think would be a possibility one day.
But
I think Steve makes a lot of sense. I know people would be a little disappointed, but I think actually thinking about it, playing as him, he might have some really cool moves, and a Minecraft stage too would be awesome. Yeah. And then the fifth and final character. This is where things get bonkers and really weird.
This one's on
the
par
rumored
with
character is Doom Guy. The guy from Doom who literally
family friendly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
His stage is hell.
He literally fights in hell and has a shotgun.
He has a laser that's name is Big A Laser.
Yeah, like it's pretty crazy that if this is legit and Doom Guy's in this game, that would be nuts because he's literally one of the most violent. I think
his name.
I think his technical name is Doom Marine, but
Doom Guy.
As far as like fan base, they call him
Doom Guy. But yeah, he's literally like. This would be one of the most violent characters to be in.
What do you think? How would the announcer? Would he say?
I just imagine Guy
or Doom Marine.
I just imagine the final Smash, just him
sawing
being like
off Mario's
head or Peach's head.
Oh yeah, because
as she's trying to do her final Smash,
you have like the kind of fatalities in Doom where you like go up to the monster, like crack their necks. It's like he does like the Smash Ball where he's like goes up to Mario, he's like
I think Doom Guy out of all of them, I think sounds the most exciting because I think he could have a really cool moveset. I think it would be kind of like Snakes. How he
would
has,
be a mix of guns,
and then also more up close brawler melee stuff. I think he could be a really cool character, and he makes sense in a Nintendo way because Doom was huge on Nintendo back in the day, the original.
Well, not to mention, think about Nintendo.
Oh, and he's also rumored to have his N64 skin. Right?
Yeah. Nintendo loves bringing older games up, like that kind of stuff. They love having a stage where it's
like
the
Mr.
classic,
Game & Watch.
Yeah. They probably love having a stage where it's the classic Doom level. You know, yeah. Like, of course, I don't know if they do Hell. They'd probably do
They probably wouldn't do Hell, but
I'm assuming if they did it,
awesome.
That would be cool. It's like literally you're picking your stage, and then it's just like
hell, you're in hell.
If you could fight it, that would be pretty nuts. Mario's in there teaching Yoshi. That would be nuts.
I'm assuming if it's a stage, it'll be that. It'll be like the old, like
the
arcade.
I don't think there's a chance they would do Hell. You could say there's not a chance.
Mom, look, I'm playing in Hell.
Well, where does Samus play?
Norfair. It looks like Hell. Yeah, it's Norfair. But and that's the thing is they already have plenty of like fire lava levels. Yeah. So I don't think they would need another one.
You know what they should have is an ice snowy level.
You guys like COD, yeah.
Oh, they do have ice climbing.
Well, yeah, he's joking.
Oh, okay.
But
it's like, you idiot, stupid.
Anyway, so take that all with a grain of salt. It's all just rumored. It could be totally fake, but there's a lot of people who have reason to believe that this is real. So, in my opinion, I think I'd be satisfied with this lineup.
Yeah.
I'd be wanting a second fighter pass, which I think is likely. Where do you like on a scale of 1 to 10? What would you guys rate this DLC pass if it's legit?
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Like I couldn't be more satisfied. I'd want Banjo, but otherwise, like I'm already so satisfied with the roster that I don't really know what I want for DLC.
Yeah.
So anything's good for me.
Mm-hmm. Hasten?
5.
5. Yeah, you're not. You don't care as much.
The only one I would buy is maybe Doom Guy if he's actually in hell. That'd be so cool.
You wouldn't buy Minecraft, Steve?
No.
If he had Master Chief.
No. I mean, he's not really Master Chief. He's going to have the same he moves as Steve.
Steve, yeah. For me, it's probably an 8 out of 10 because I'm really excited for it. The main thing I'm excited about it is that they're all third-party characters, which gives me a lot of hope.
Plus we get
because
stages.
Nintendo picked these. Like, it wasn't Sakurai, which is nuts. It was Nintendo who picked these.
Well, not only that.
That would give me hope that if there's a second Fighter Pass, Nintendo would want, like, Banjo or some of these characters.
Well, think about
people
this,
would
too.
want.
Like, not only that, we're going to get a Doom stage. We're going to get a Minecraft stage.
Yeah.
We could get a freaking awesome Minecraft stage, Ninja Gaiden stage, all their music.
Yeah, out of the 5, I would definitely be most excited for Doom Guy, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then probably Ryu.
Yeah,
I
and then
think would be
Minecraft
cool.
Steve, yeah.
Yeah.
Least of all Dragon Quest.
Yeah, least of all the Dragon Quest guy, but who knows? Maybe they might make him really cool the way he plays.
True.
But anyway,
Sword.
I think that's it for news.
He's exactly Marth.
Yeah.
He says the same, like, show-offs and
He's
everything.
just a Lucina echo.
No, all they did was literally put the skin of the guy on Marth. Buy him!
Yeah, that would be good.
We never said it'd be completely different moveset characters.
All right, let's move on to releases for the week. This coming week, January 18th, a major release we have is Glass, which is the sequel to Unbreakable and
Came out
Split.
so fast.
Yeah, which is nuts. It's exciting. I'm excited to see this.
Split was one of my favorite movies. 2016,
2016.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it was 2017
2017.
because it was.
I was
January.
debating
Yeah.
on if it was 16 or 17 because I didn't look it up.
I think it was
But
January.
It was one of
2017.
my favorite movies of that year.
Me too.
Whatever one.
Yeah,
it
me
is.
too for sure.
I mean, his acting was insane.
James McAvoy is freaking insane. He's on another
He should
level.
have won Best Actor that year,
That
which he
was
did
really
at
good.
like some crappy one,
But yeah,
like
not
nothing
Oscars or anything. No.
anything. Which he should have won.
Crappy.
He played like 20 something characters.
Yeah, it was an
He just
impressive
kept
performance.
changing, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Reviews have come out, and they've actually been kind of split. Just kidding. I saw that headline. I didn't make that up. But they've been kind of mixed so far, but there's been very few reviews. There hasn't been a ton, so we'll see. But
2 Mario games coming out tomorrow.
It's okay, you can't.
But by the time this gets...
it's Unbreakable. I'm gonna watch it.
it's my bond for M. Night Shyamalan is unbreakable, I guess you could say.
It's
You could say
funny.
You could say I had a sign to watch it or something.
Signs.
You could say that...
I'm
gonna watch
Avatar:
it.
The Last Airbender.
Oh no! Don't bring that up.
No, just joking.
I'm...
Anyway, then there's also Arctic Justice. Never heard of it. It's an animated movie coming out. And then the Heresy, I think, is how you pronounce it. I have no idea what that is either. But those are the 3 main movies coming out next week. Glass is the only one I'm really looking forward to.
That's gonna have some good sales. People are gonna be wanting to do something
Yeah,
in January.
especially with that being the only major release. Video game wise, for the week of January, let's see.
I'm excited
We
for
have-
tomorrow.
I have them up, Connor.
It's,
Oh, you got
it's
them up?
actually out now when you guys are watching this.
What is?
But the one Kevin Hart and
Oh, The Upside.
The
Oh, that's
Upside
right.
comes
Yeah,
out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. That comes out tomorrow, technically. We're recording this
Kevin
on
Hart and
Thursday.
Bryan Cranston.
Thursday,
January
the-
10th.
January 10th. So when I'm saying next week, I meant. But yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow, this Friday, is The Upside and a few others. I think that
So
looks
some of
good
this
too,
stuff
yeah.
might be a little dated.
I'm definitely gonna go see that this weekend. It looks hilarious.
It looks cool. I love both.
And it
those
looks
actors.
emotional, too.
And Nicole Kidman's in it, so
Yeah.
it's good cast. Video game wise, tomorrow also we have New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
And Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey.
Yeah, both ports basically. So, but the big one that comes out next week is Resident Evil 2
And
which is
Walking
awesome.
Dead. Last season, episode 3.
Oh, or
The
the
last
next
episode.
episode 3. Is that supposed to come out
Final
soon?
episode comes
Oh,
out on
wow.
January 15th.
Wow, all right.
So get it,
Well,
support-
It's not the final episode. There's one more after that.
They're still making the new
There's 4 episodes. That's episode 3. So there's gonna be one more after that.
Cool.
Have you been keeping up with that?
No, have you?
I wish I would have.
Yeah, I'm going to once it's all out, but I'm not in a hurry to do it.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts
More
3.
on Telltale later, actually. But
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is another big one
29th.
coming out. Yep, that's later in the month. But yeah, those are basically your releases for the week. Let's go ahead and get into our topic because we're probably going to be on that for a while. So we're going to start out with our video games of 2018, our favorites, game of the year. Hasten and I have a bit more of a traditional top 10 list of 2018 games that actually came out in 2018. Tanner's list is a bit more varied. His is, you want to explain it?
Yeah, I have 6 games that are brand new 2018 games because I played a lot of not 2018 games. I didn't play a lot of the new 2018 games. So only 6 of mine are 2018, and then I'll specify which ones aren't.
We've talked about this before, but Tanner is much more of an online multiplayer kind of
So when he finds
gamer.
a game, he's
He's in it for
their
months.
whole year.
Yeah, for the whole year, like Fortnite or Destiny or whatever. So he gets really into those, but that's good for us as a group because it gives us another and it gives us information on stuff we might not know. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Hasten, do you want to start with your top 10 or your
games
or start out? Do you have any honorable mentions?
Maybe.
We'll start out with if you have any honorable mentions, let's start out with that and we'll go one at a time around.
Okay, let me pull up my stuff real quick.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Pull up mine too.
So, I'll start off, we'll go 10 first. So I'll start with 10. So my number 10 is Pokemon Quest, which came out earlier this year. And it was more when I was playing lots of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to try this Pokemon Quest out. And it's actually really fun.
Really?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's not great, but it's definitely
like
top
the
10 this year. You know, I mean, how many games do you really play in a year? But 9 is Beat Saber. I played that. It's really fun to play.
Oh, I want to try that.
Do you want to wait and hold off and we'll go one at a time around?
Okay.
Just so we can
I want to try
save
Beat
for
Saber.
them.
Do you have it then on your PSVR?
Beat Saber's awesome.
PSVR, yeah.
Sweet. I want to play it.
I'll go ahead and I'm just going to name off I only have 3 honorable mentions. I'm just going to throw them out real fast before I get into my top 10. But Batman: The Enemy Within, I was mentioning more Telltale later.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that. I'm shocked this didn't end up making it into my top 10 because when I played it at the beginning of this year, I freaking loved it. And I thought for sure it'd be in my top 10, but after all these games came out, it just barely slipped out. And I truly do think this is one of Telltale's best games. If you haven't played the second season of Batman, I really think it's one of their best, but it just got outshined by so much else that came out this year.
Even better than Walking Dead Season 1?
Okay, yeah, not that good. It's one of their best. Okay. It's like, I'd say it's a notch down from Season 1 of Walking Dead and stuff like that. But it's really good storytelling. And if you love Batman, it's a must play. Like, it has a really cool Batman story. Didn't quite make it in, though. Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, which was the 8-bit Castlevania-esque game I played. Also an honorable mention. I really enjoyed it, but it's super short, so I didn't want to include it on my overall list. But then, not that that's necessarily a bad thing always, but I beat it like in one day, I think.
Well, I beat God of War in one day.
Yeah, that's true. But that game's much more bite-sized.
Well, 2 days,
but then I also, and I know this isn't a 2018 game, I just wanted to bring it up because I played it a lot, and it's in Games of Service game. Rocket League, I loved it. They put some awesome updates out there. It's still fun to this day.
I think that counts as a 2018 game, though.
No, I don't consider it.
If it's an ongoing game, it should
count.
Because Fortnite didn't come out this year.
Well, I know, but its original release date was before. To me, and this is where...
Even Destiny 2.
But here's the thing.
To me, Fortnite's not even released
yet.
Yeah,
but even Forsaken, like Destiny 2, came out last year. Forsaken... No, Destiny 2 came out 2 years ago. Yeah. Forsaken came out this year.
This is just where we disagree a little. Like, for me personally, I wouldn't even include Fortnite on my
that's weird to me, yeah.
Because to me, Fortnite... Fortnite hasn't technically launched, but when it did, the Battle Royale came out. That's what I count as Fortnite.
That's
and that
October
came out
last year.
Yeah, so it wouldn't count this year for me. But it's fine if it counts for you.
Yeah, because like you said, how I'm a more multiplayer gamer. I think I am, but I think I'm a more ongoing game player. When I get in the game, I'm ongoing. Yeah. So I consider ongoing games of that year. Whenever they're still updating.
I don't at all, but
Overwatch.
I just put Rocket League on there to shout it out because I enjoyed what they did. Yeah. Anyway, Tanner, do you want to start with your 10?
Well, I just have some honorable mentions. I only included them as honorable mentions because I didn't play them enough because I didn't really do much on them. But I have Warframe because I loved what I played so far. It's awesome. We need to play it together. Paladins, which is like Overwatch, but it was free on the Switch, and it's awesome. And then also Overwatch, just because Overwatch didn't come out this year, I just played it a lot. So those 3 are my honorable mentions. So,
all right.
And then, do you want to just say your first?
Number 10.
My number 10. Oh yeah, since Hasten said his.
Pokemon Quest.
So Hasten's 10 years was Pokemon Quest. So my number 10 is Sea of Thieves. This is one of those games where when it came out, it got very mixed reception. A lot of people thought it was just a bland open world game, which it kind of is, truthfully.
It is.
But the reason why I enjoyed this game so much is it almost has more of like a sentimental resonance with me, which is kind of weird because the first night I played it with Tanner, and it was like a couple days before we were moving out of our old house that we used to live in. Mm-hmm. And so I think it was the last game I played.
It was the last night.
And so it has almost like a sentimental meaning to me.
Of that.
And there's this you can like play musical instruments
The
together,
song.
and there's a song where you can play on the accordion or whatever. And we were playing it, and it's really one thing I will give Sea of Thieves is it's really like you lose yourself in that game.
It's beautiful.
Like with how beautiful it is, you'll be sailing on the ship, and you're just looking out, and you almost feel like you're there. You're just seeing the sea. The water is the best water I think I've probably ever seen.
There's no HUD.
Yeah.
There's no HUD.
There's no HUD.
Until you get damaged, there's no HUD. And
Yeah.
it's like you're literally in the world.
The sunset looks gorgeous, and so like just sitting out on like the front of the ship, like the little
As you're
pole
sailing.
that goes out, and just playing the music and looking behind you and seeing like your crewmates like Tanner and Hasten, just seeing them like doing their thing back there, playing music. One of them sailing the ship, the other scooping up water
One
because we
that's kinda
crashed into
free.
a rock.
Yeah.
It was what?
I mean, it's on Game Pass
Like
now.
free.
Yeah, and it's on Xbox Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, it's basically
Well, and
free.
like it feels so real to me because even something like me and Connor, we're like sailing around and we see a galleon off in the distance.
Yeah.
And we're like, shoot, we have so many chests, so we try to
well,
hide.
yeah,
and
we're in a tiny ship. Me and Tanner
yeah,
were in like a tiny.
It's like
ship.
a sloop. And so we hide behind the rock and we put down the sails and we're like, do they see them? And they come like right past
Yeah.
us. And
A
it's just, like,
galleon is the biggest ship in the
I tried
world,
to,
so.
yeah.
it's one of
Sorry.
those games that if
There
you
you go.
want fun moments with your friends, go play that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
of
tried to
course-
play solo.
Yeah, I tried to play it
Oh.
solo and it's okay, but it's a game to play with friends.
Well, and that's one thing I was going to say too is I haven't touched this game solo. So, fair warning, I don't recommend this game as a solo game at all because I haven't played it that way at all. I've only played this game with Tanner and Hasten, and for me, it's
Just joking
such
around.
it's such a fun game just to be able to go into and kind of lose yourself and experience this world. And it's very mysterious. Like it's
I mean, even like we had an experience at our grandma's where we're just sitting there. We were like, "Oh, let's play Sea of Thieves tonight." And we, like you said, mysterious. We go up to an island and there's literally a chest that's crying.
yeah.
And we're like, "What the frick
We're
do we
like,
do
what
with
is
this?"
happening?
So we put it on our ship and we're going and it
it's
starts
sink-
flooding
and
our
it's
ship.
sinking our ship.
And we're
It's
like,
crying.
"Frick."
Like, we're sinking, guys.
So Connor's
Yeah.
standing on top of the crow's nest, like, "Guys, it's crying," and then we're like,
Yeah. See,
Jump out of the boat.
"Oh yeah," because then it sunk, and I had to come back with the ship.
and it's pretty crazy for me to think that this game I've literally only played like twice, I think,
And
to
it-
make it
and
in
I
my top
love
10.
it.
But I'm honestly, right now, talking about it even, it makes me think maybe I should have even had it higher on my list because there's something about like having fun experiences like that online, like with your friends, and literally, I don't know, like I was saying, losing yourself in that world and just having fun and like discovering these islands and like putting out a map and being like, where are we going? And like we look at the map and we're like, we have to head to this island, and it
Yeah.
does.
And it
one
doesn't.
thing-
You
one
can't
thing
like
about
put a waypoint. You
well,
have
yeah,
to
one
find
thing,
your
one
way.
thing about Sea of Thieves is it doesn't hold your hand. It's you literally have to figure it out. It's like
Yeah.
you put it down and it like there's no instructions. It
Like
doesn't
I
tell you
said,
how to do it.
there's no HUD.
Yeah.
Literally, like the quests, right? They're called. I don't even remember. Like you go get them from the bays, and you pull up, and it's like a scroll, and it's like go to this island, and then you're like, okay, and so you can't put waypoints or anything. So you literally have to have somebody looking at the map,
looking
like,
at the compass.
but turn left. Okay, now go
Yeah.
west more. Now go right.
You
more.
literally
It's
have to
so
use like your
cool.
northwest, south, and east. Like you have to use those to get around.
And even like we did treasure maps where it's like take 10 paces from this
Yeah.
light pole.
Oh, yeah,
You're
that's
like,
super cool too. It'll tell you like take 10 steps from the left fire torch or something.
And you're
that.
like,
and so you have to go
what?
on this island. You're trying to find this torch, and you're like, there it is. And you take 10 paces,
and then all of a sudden the
and
scroll
all of a sudden-
reveals more.
Well, yeah, or like sometimes you'll start digging. And you're like, it's not here. What the heck? And you're like, oh, I read it wrong just slightly. And you go to the other spot, and all of a sudden you hit something. It's like
Dunk,
dunk.
and then
you're
the
like,
chest,
there,
and you're
you
like,
got it.
what?
And it's really an awesome experience, especially if you love pirates, because one thing with us is we grew up like loving pirates. Like
Pirates
for some
of the
reason that
Caribbean,
was just something with
pirates.
us.
Oh,
yeah, we grew up with the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. There were these Mega Bloks
Bloks
pirates
pirates.
we used to play with all the time.
Yeah.
And so pirates were a huge thing of my childhood. And so having a game like this was
Were you
really
just
cool.
gonna be a pirate?
It's no Assassin's Creed Black Flag to me necessarily, but it's completely different.
It's a different
in its own way.
experience.
It's a completely different experience, and I love it for its experience.
Yeah.
Like the way you experience this game is one of my favorites of the year.
Well, and I think it's one of those games that for me you can tell how good it is if you can not play it for months. Play it for one night and it's
Yeah.
still one of your best games.
And also those memories stick with
Yeah,
you too.
yeah.
I can't tell you like I'll play Rocket League multiple nights on it.
And you don't know
And
what
I
you
can't
did.
tell you what the heck I did. Like
But
if
we
I
can say
played
every
if I
single
played
time.
Rocket League last night, I couldn't tell you what the heck happened when I played it. Or even just a few matches of Smash Bros. Like I can't tell you what what happened, but with this game, like I remember the experiences
experience.
we shared. I remember going and like finding a glowing statue on an island and being like, "What is
Oh,
this
yeah,
doing?" We
and
tried
like-
shooting
and
our
it kills
cannons
you.
at it. Yeah, and it like kills you. And
Yeah,
like,
remember
what
you
the
go
heck?
up and you slash it and it kills you, and you're like, what do we do?
And to this day, I still don't know what that did. And like, it's just a mystery. It's
Yeah.
cool. And like,
They've added a lot. We can go back and play it.
Or even,
Yeah, yeah.
even we go onto an island and we find a skeleton crew, and one of them's gold, and it
Yeah.
won't die. And we're like, how do
What
we
do we
kill
do?
it?
Yeah.
And we have to throw water on it. Remember, we get our bucket and we throw water on it, and then it disintegrates. And we're like, what? Like, figuring little
it's really
stuff out
it's
like
really
that.
a
Like,
game about discovery, especially with your friends, and that's what makes it fun. Is there's no, I mean, yeah, sure, you could look stuff up, and like I'm sure there was a couple
Ruin
times
the
we
fun,
maybe
yeah.
did, but like for the most part, it's about like how do we solve this now? And like you said, there's a gold skeleton. What do we do? It's like maybe we throw water on it, and
Yeah.
what do you know? It freaking works.
And I think
It's just a
that's
random thing to try.
why it got mixed reviews. I think that's why a lot of people were like, oh, it's the Xbox
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. But they don't realize is...
The thing
it's-
is it is in a way, but not with friends,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
The thing is, I feel like the people who didn't like it they don't like that they have to figure everything out themselves. They want a little bit of direction.
Which
they want
makes
to know
sense.
what they have to do. Because I do agree. The first night we played it, me and Connor literally for a couple hours we were like, what do we even do?
Yeah.
We were just sailing around, but it was still fun. We didn't know if there was missions.
What makes that game fun is the experience of being with your friends.
Yeah. And discovery, like you said.
The problems with the game are totally there, and I acknowledge all the problems.
What game doesn't?
Like when
have
people like all the things
Skyrim.
this game got called out for, all the things this game got called out for, you know, being kind of open and a little bland, like all makes sense to me. Like I agree with most of the criticisms of this game, but playing it with friends and just having fun and sailing the open sea and discovering these islands and stuff, that's what makes this game fun.
Yeah.
And what makes this game very unique. Like Sea of Thieves is probably one of the most unique gaming experiences I've had ever, which is saying something because it's just a completely different way to approach an online multiplayer, which I know might sound funny to a lot of people, but for me personally it was. Because I haven't played a game where it's like, let's just sail around, see what the heck happens.
For real, yeah.
You know? And maybe we'll find something
And,
cool.
or
Maybe
you see
we'll-
like a little mast sticking up from the water, and you're like, "What the heck?" And so you dive down, and there's a sunken ship.
Yeah.
And inside
Oh,
the ship,
that's-
there's a chest, and then all of a sudden we turn around, and there's a freaking shark, and we're like,
yeah,
"Ah!"
that's what I was just gonna say. That reminds me of some funny times when we're sailing on this ship. Hasten's up front, sitting on the thing, like
My
sitting
fat
there,
butt
playing-
is just getting impaled.
Yeah, because Hasten made his character fat.
Yeah. and then Hasten's character will all of a sudden fall off. If we just see Hasten
Hasten's like,
help! And then also we see a shark like, duh. And Hasten's like, oh my god! And he's trying to get to us. It's like those experiences are so funny and just so fun. And we're trying to stop the ship, and you have to drop the freaking anchor and everything,
and then pail
turn
out the
around.
water and patch up the holes.
Yeah, and see, those are fun too. One thing I remember too when we were playing is there was a part where I think you died, and you had to go back to the starting waypoint or whatever. And me and Hasten were stuck on this raining island, and it was with the crying chest, and we had to protect it from these skeletons who kept ambushing.
Oh, that's
us like
right.
crazy.
No, yeah,
And-
because what happened is our ship sunk.
yeah.
Remember,
And
we
so-
had a bunch of chests in
Yeah.
it, so we had to go get it. We were like, no.
And me and Hasten are stranded on this island, like trying to protect this wailing chest, and Tanner's like trying to get back to us from miles away. And we can still all communicate, you know, which is so cool. I don't know. This game is really special.
And, there was another memory. Oh, frick, I just forgot it. Oh, dang it. No,
We probably should move on.
Yeah, we've talked about Sea of Thieves a lot.
This,
If
at
I
this
remember
rate,
it.
our show's going to be 4 hours long.
No,
6
we had,
hours
real
long.
quick. I remember it now.
Okay.
There was the one time we went to one of the harbors and we were putting our chests back, and we wanted to quickly do it because there was another person there. Another ship, 2 people. So what we did is we turned in our stuff and we went and killed them and stole their ship. Then we were sailing around with 2 ships, and they kept respawning on their ship.
That's
so
another
we kept
thing. That's another thing in this game I totally forgot about. There being other people online,
Yeah.
and being able to just like have these moments where there's times where you have a neutral understanding. You'll be sailing by each other, and you
You'd be
just
like,
won't do
okay,
anything. You're like,
don't fire.
Okay, we're not doing anything.
Just
Okay,
don't do
see you later.
Fire!
And then there'll be times where it's like somebody makes a move, and then it's every man for himself, and it's just war, and you're trying to kill them.
Or like, yeah, you're like a ship, and then you're waiting for somebody to just fire.
Yeah.
And then they do it, and then it's like, okay.
It's like, or we'll just like spam them and like keep getting on their ship, waiting for them to respond and kill them again.
And they're like, oh, gosh. And you can hear them because they talk when they die.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're like, this freaking guy.
Anyway, I didn't think we'd talk about Sea of Thieves that long. I'm sorry, but we haven't talked about it at all on this
Yeah.
podcast. So I think
Makes
I
me
just
wanna play it.
Yeah. Anyway,
You
we'll
actually
move on
convinced
now.
me to put that on
you
my
go
list.
10?
I totally forgot.
Yeah. Anyway,
um,
you can go.
Okay,
now.
should I start with the ones, because my 10 is...
Start out with ones that weren't in 2018. I'd say.
Okay, so games weren't in 2018. My top number 10 is Shadow of War. I still played it a lot this year. The DLCs came out, and the DLCs were really good. I really enjoyed that game. It was like, if you ever played Shadow of Mordor, this is Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor, by the way. Shadow of Mordor was really good. This just expanded on that. Made it have loot. Made it have much more to do.
Loot. Mystery box.
I love good
Only
loot.
thing that makes game good.
For real. But I actually really enjoyed the game. It had some really deep lore.
I mean, that's sarcastic.
Lord of the Rings stuff. And
Don't
Yeah.
hate us.
Yeah, I think that's a better. I think it's just a better Shadow of Mordor. For sure.
yeah.
And
So
what's
my
yours?
9 was Beat Saber.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
move on. From
I freaking.
It's fun to play.
That's it. Beat Saber spoilers is higher up on my
Higher
list,
on
and
yours.
I freaking loved Beat Saber.
I wanna
I'll
play
talk
it,
about it a
dude.
little bit more when it gets to me.
I want to play it so bad.
But so my number 9 is A Way Out, which
A Way
is a
Out.
game.
That's
Hasten
higher
and I,
on mine.
Yeah, so Hasten and I played this game all the way through together.
And I watched it.
And Tanner watched it, and it was freaking awesome. This
Kinda.
game is super.
Tanner kinda
I watched the
yeah,
whole time.
kind of watched it.
Oh yeah.
This game has some twists and turns that happen in it that are so freaking unexpected and cool. And
How it didn't win Best Game Direction. In
yeah,
the Game
it's
Awards
pretty crazy.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand God of War, I guess, but like,
yeah, but
Way Out was
wow.
more unique, I'd say, in some of its things. Like some of the things that happen in this game, we're not going to spoil it. I mean, I guess should we?
No.
No. Okay. Yeah,
we did already.
Did we?
Yeah, on the last episode.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Remember?
Oh yeah, we did talk about
We
it.
talked about how he's a cop.
Okay.
and then-
Wait. Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
We did. We already
Spoilers anyway. If you don't want to hear Way Out spoilers, skip ahead a little bit. But basically, yeah, like Hasten's character turned out to be a cop, and I wasn't, and we had to turn on each other, and the game ends in a deathmatch situation where we have to fight each other to the bitter end, and whoever wins is the end of the game. Like that's how the game will end. It will end with that character living and the other one dying, and I just never saw that coming, especially because they built this bond together over this game. And yeah, it's one of my favorite games of the year. That's why it's at number 9. Joseph Ferris. you're
F the
awesome.
Oscars.
F the Oscars.
F the Oscars.
Stupid EA.
Yeah, anyway, what's your next one?
So my number 9 is Pokemon Go. Just because
No, I'm just kidding.
we played it a lot earlier this year. We kind of fell off. Doing Community Day. They added Community Day, I think.
What a big
earlier this
addition
year.
too. That they
It was
did
such
there.
an awesome thing. It brought me and Hasten to play Pokemon Go every single Saturday. We'd always be like, okay, come pick me up. Let's do this. We'll grind it out. We have our lucky eggs.
Threw on backpacks and went to downtown Salt Lake City.
We were so
and just
like the
played for
most
like
nerdy.
6 hours, just like going hardcore.
We had
charging
water
packs.
bottles. We had the water bottles. We had charging packs. We
It's
had our cords
intense
hanging
stuff.
out. We had
And
Pokemon shirts.
It's honestly some of the funnest stuff to do too.
It's
'cause
so fun.
Connor came with us one
Yeah.
day downtown.
It's fun. I don't play it like you guys do, but when I have played it, I always have fun. Like,
Yeah.
that game really is.
And it's cool that
brings
it
people
brings
together.
literally brings people together. And
I
now
mean, we've done
Community
raids with
Day-
so many random people.
and community days now are insane. Have you
yeah.
come to a community day with us?
Yeah.
Are they still? We haven't been to them for
Oh
a
my
while.
gosh, I don't know. I haven't. I'm gonna go this Saturday.
Yeah, I want to go this
There's
Saturday
one,
too.
but it's
So
absolutely.
people are
insane.
still.
As
going.
far as I know, during summer, I doubt it's not gonna be as busy because
With
it's
winter.
winter.
Yeah.
Dude, we went
But during
even
summer.
Oh,
when
remember.
we went for winter, it was the first community day though. That's why.
Dratini, it was freaking blizzard outside, and people were all walking
It was
in their cars.
It was
and-
the first real community day. I
Yeah.
mean, there was Pikachu before, but
yeah, it was
Dratini
the first real one.
But what was I saying?
About how it's winter right now and people won't be.
Oh yeah, but the way that it literally brings to the local park 400 people
Yeah,
into
that's
this
crazy.
park. It's insane.
Yeah, like it's
And
one
that's
of the,
just at this park.
And
it's
I-
one of the coolest experiences because me and Hasten
Not down the road where there's
Yeah.
this another place where we go.
Well, and,
And
like,
there's another 300 people.
me and
there.
Hasten will literally it sounds monotonous, but you just walk in the circles, but you meet people. Like we'll be talking about
Especially with trading and
yeah.
friends.
And we'll be
all
like,
that
oh,
stuff,
I just
you
got
know?
100% this. And all of a sudden some random dude will chime in and be like, oh, that's so cool. Like, hey, I got this. And like, I'm like, oh, cool. Like it brings, because you all have something in common.
Well, I remember
Yeah.
too, even going with you guys like late last year and being blown away with how many people were actually still playing this
Yeah.
game. This game came out what now? 2-3 years ago?
16,
20,
15.
2016.
15.
It's been
Was it 2015?
That's when I graduated.
4 years.
Yeah. So however long it hasn't been 4 years. No way.
Yeah,
It's been 4
No,
years.
I doubt.
pretty
it.
sure.
2014, that sounds right.
15.
No. Yeah.
2015, yeah. 2015.
But yeah,
But either
it's
way,
just
the fact
insane.
that people are
and the
still
crazy
playing
thing
this
is they added more into
And it's a
Pokemon Go
mobile
this
game.
year than they released with.
I mean,
2016.
think about it.
They
We have
added-
trading.
Yeah, they added
PvP.
trading, they added PvP, they added Gen 4.
Gen 4,
Like
huh?
almost half of the stuff that was in their trailer at the launch of the game
Finally
launched
in.
this year. happened
Which
this
is
year,
kind of sad,
which is
actually.
crazy. But
But the fact that people still enjoyed it before that, now you
Yeah,
have
that's
even
insane.
more.
That's insane that they promise all this stuff and don't deliver on it for
Plus
2
they
years,
have-
but people still play it.
but Plus they have
the
this
thing
cool-
they did it all free.
yeah,
Like
that's
they
it.
didn't charge you
Yeah.
anything, and everything in this game is free.
It's
You
free.
don't have to
You
pay
you
anything.
can buy Pokecoins, but you don't have to.
and there's no need to.
Yeah, there's no need to. If you just play the game, you don't need to. And the thing is one thing I love they added is this friendship system. Where if somebody like me and Hasten, who we only played almost exclusively with each other, like I never really played with anybody else. I played with
I
my
always
friends.
play with Tanner.
Yeah, I yeah.
You watch the table, sorry.
But like I think I played with my friends a couple times, but still we were able to get to the point where we're almost best friends in the game, where you get like little heart things, and it gives you more XP when you play with that person. It gives you more damage with that person. You know, it's like it's a really cool system to where if you have those people you play with all the time, you get benefits. You know, so.
So should I move on to my 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So my number 8 is Madden this year, and what's crazy?
Madden 19, right?
Madden 19.
Madden 8.
Madden 19.
Madden, no, wait, is my...
But what's crazy?
Game of
It's
the
crazy.
year.
They released them
People-
10 years
people are
early now.
thinking, oh, this sucks. You know, I'm a huge fan of sports games, and 2K19 didn't make my list.
Wow.
And that's usually my.
That's usually your
sports
go-to,
game.
yeah.
But Madden 19 this year, they added some stuff in franchise mode, and usually I'm just control the one person and like be the running back or quarterback or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But this year they added in franchise. You can bring in the draft class from 2019, and you can draft like the rookies that are going to be coming in this year.
So
you
you're,
can draft
like, up to
Kyler
date.
Murray and all these people that are going to be coming in
That
You-
are in
and
the
they-
April draft.
that are in the coming up April draft.
That's crazy.
You know, Tua and all them, but Tua's not going to be in there. But
Yeah. All the star players.
yeah, and then they just added so much new stuff into this year. It's actually a much better game than it previously has been. Because usually Madden's such slight increases.
Yeah.
That
it's baby
horrible.
steps usually every year.
And then they added player development too this year, so you can choose archetypes. So like your cornerbacks have man-on-man coverage or like run assist. And you can upgrade that, which in the end turns like if you're on man-on-man, your speed and then man coverage is going to increase.
Yeah.
You know, so every week you increase your player stats. I just think it's
Isn't
really cool.
Long Shot back too?
Long shot's back, but it's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from this one at all. I remember people kind of liked the first one, but this one I haven't heard anything about.
I beat it. I didn't like it. They could do more. I mean, it's football. You could make
Yeah.
such an easy football story, and the way they're doing it just pisses me off. You're not even in the NFL yet.
Still?
I mean, you're in the NFL, but you played the preseason.
Huh.
That's all you did.
Why?
In a long
Why
shot.
just the preseason?
It pisses me off.
You don't even have the chance to go through and like
No.
try to get to a Super Bowl or
No.
anything. Huh. Weird.
No, you don't. It's like next year they're going to release weeks 1 through 4. Those are some exciting weeks for the NFL.
And in 2030, you're gonna play the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
If you make it-
you got eliminated.
Oh, you got eliminated. You're
You
done.
got eliminated in season 14.
2040.
Your season's over. You got kicked off the team.
And now you
Welcome
are,
to being a rookie.
Now you are Tim Tebow.
No, now you're going to jail for dogfighting.
Hey, Michael Vick did his time.
Anyway, all right. So that was your 8, right?
That was my 8.
Okay. So my 8 is Astrobot Rescue Mission, which is a VR title. Came out this last year, I think in October. This game is freaking awesome. I don't have too much to say about it because I don't own a VR. I played. It's crazy. This is the craziest thing is that I have spoilers 2 VR games on my top 10 list, and I don't even own a VR myself. I've only been able to play these games both a handful of times, and so the fact that they made it onto my list is a testament to how good they really are and like how much of a good experience I had with them. This game does things that I've never seen before in a game. Like it's basically picture a Mario platformer game. So picture like Mario Odyssey kind of, but not really. And you're running around and there's moments where you have to like blow. You literally blow with your mouth.
I love
and
blowing.
the VR
I knew it.
I knew
it.
I knew as soon as I said that. But you I don't know how to phrase this. Now.
You'll be sitting there, and all of a sudden the game makes you blow. You're like,
You blow wind.
That's how it works.
you exhale out of your mouth.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean. You blow and the VR unit detects. Okay, the VR unit detects.
Whoa,
that
it's
you're
so
doing
good.
it. It's so crazy. You're sitting there and all of a sudden corn
It made
they
it VR
shove
porno.
down your mouth.
You're like, what the? The game's like, okay, now blow, and you're like, okay.
They start joking. The game like
Thank you.
Shuts off. All right.
Thanks, Astrobot.
Anyway,
Thanks,
you guys
Astrobot.
go- It's an Astrobot. That rescue mission.
You gotta
Guys,
rescue
only,
the Astrobot.
only you guys turned this kid-friendly game into a freaking porno game.
It's a kid-friendly game.
Yeah, it's like
Your
a Mario.
fault,
Oh,
you
yeah.
caused
Yeah.
it.
It's basically anyway,
How do you? I
going
have
back
a
to what-
question.
Yeah.
How do you move in the game?
So it's really cool.
Is it like
It's
the
move-
thing where you like teleport?
No, it's
I
you.
hate that.
You have a PlayStation controller. It's third person.
Oh, so you move
They
just like
actually
normal.
have some Astropot. He's part of the
Astropot.
Astropot. You get high.
He smokes
Bro.
Astropot.
Bro, they have some Astro.
Bruh, you smoke it.
He's like an Astropot.
Are you talking about like? Are you talking like some future?
No, so it's
space
actually
pot or
free.
something?
Astro free if you have the VR headset.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can actually play as Astrobot. It's actually a spin-off of what they launched.
Isn't he like
Yeah,
their
that's
mascot of
Yeah.
like VR? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But anyway, this game is like
Because it's not like the other VR game we played where you have to like teleport.
no, there's no teleporting. It's
'Cause I
third
hate
person. It's third person. So picture you're
Skyrim's
playing
teleport.
Mario.
I know.
You're playing Mario Odyssey with a VR unit on, and so it allows you to look around in a full 360 motion, and you hold a play. You can sit down, use a PlayStation controller. You don't have to stand up or anything, and you move around and
Did
you
you shoot the
control them.
rockets with the button right
Yeah,
here?
yeah, you can shoot. Yeah, you can shoot rockets with the little motion pad on the track for the DualShock. There's moments where you can jump on like these bouncy things or whatever. This freaking game, it sounds so bad.
Jump on these bouncy things.
but you
It's just fat
You go
women.
up and down and up
but
and
anyway,
down.
it's so cool
And then you
because
blow
there's-
them.
All right, I'm gonna freaking move on from this game. No, but basically, there's just a bunch of innovative things in this VR game that I didn't think were possible. Anyway,
That's not dirty.
It's amazing. It's
I
amazing.
know,
It's amazing.
I'm waiting.
You're waiting for something.
I'm
to
waiting for
happen.
something for me to say something that
Like, dude,
That's dirty.
but it's a really hard game.
it's
Real
so hard. No, okay, but
Never been harder.
it's, oh my gosh.
I wake up and I play it every morning.
Okay, it's a fun game. It's super cool. I recommend it. A lot of people are saying it's like the Mario 64 of VR games.
Of porno games.
But I don't fully agree with that statement, but it's close. Like it really this game is what sold me on VR. I hadn't played Beat Saber yet. This was one of the first VR games I'd played that I was like, okay, I can see how VR is going to be the future of gaming one day because
Do you think it'll be
I ha-
PlayStation VR? That will be the
No.
future.
well, I just think VR in general. I'm talking the thing is though is this
Because there's
game-
going to be
No,
competitors.
but I'm
Every
talking about
console's
like
gonna
as
have
far
VR.
as like sales though. Recommending it to people, would you recommend them buying it now,
I recommend you get a PC and get the Vive.
or would you have
No.
them, or would you have them wait until?
Here-
something
here's
new
where I
comes?
personally stand is if you're on the fence about buying a VR unit, I don't have one personally. So
You can get them pretty cheap. PSVR is only like $200,
yeah,
$250 now.
it's pretty cheap. In my opinion, I don't think there, and this is just me because I haven't played a whole lot. I don't think there's enough out there that would be worth it to buy one to have
Yeah.
one for yourself yet. At least me personally. But there is, after playing Astrobot and Beat Saber, those two games made me highly consider
Moss?
buying one. See, I haven't played that. That's the thing is like I bet you there's other games. If I found two other games that I liked as much as Astrobot and Beat Saber, I would buy a VR. But as of right now, I only have the two, Astrobot and Beat Saber. But those games are so good that they.
There's quite a few on there that are pretty good.
That's what I've heard. I've heard
I
there's
own
Firewall.
probably 10 VR games.
Yeah, and
They're
I've
really
heard-
fun. I mean, I haven't been playing them a lot, but
Well, that's the thing
I
is.
mean, Doom VR comes out soon. VFR though.
Isn't
been
Skyrim VR already out and stuff too?
Skyrim's been out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing
But
is
is
like
Doom out yet? I thought it was coming.
Doom's
out.
been out for a while.
there's a lot of games that people say are worth it. Like I still need to play Moss. I still need to play Firewall. There's a lot of these VR games that Tetris Effect that people
Wait,
love.
Firewall's on VR now?
It's been on VR. Or yeah, that's I think we're at
The
launch.
one where I thought that's the one where you're like in the tower.
I don't know. It's like
What am I
a
thinking
it's like a military shooter.
What's the one I'm thinking of where you're the park ranger and you're in the tower?
Oh, that's Firewatch.
Firewatch. Okay,
Yeah,
never
no,
mind.
yeah, Firewall.
If that was on VR, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
because it's first person.
But basically, this made me believe in VR, which I hadn't yet. Like I hadn't. I mean, not that I hadn't believed in VR, but I wasn't sold that it was the future
That it
of
was
gaming
yeah.
yet.
You were like, oh, it's just
Yeah, I was like, it's cool, but it's more. It's more going to be
because
of
that
a
thing that
special
Microsoft's working on seems so cool.
Yeah.
The HoloLens.
HoloLens.
I know.
And so
whatever happened to that, dude?
Now
It's
that
still being
these
developed.
yeah, it's still being worked on. But now that these are out and I like them so much, I can totally see myself getting a VR unit soon, and I can totally see how VR is going to change the future of gaming. But anyway, Astrobot's my number 8. Tanner?
My number
Freaking
8
went on a
is another
long round.
2017 game, which was Skyrim for the Switch, because it came out at the very end for the Nintendo Switch. But it's awesome.
Skyrim. It came out
Skyrim
in
again
2011.
is still my, yeah, but it's
Insane.
This game will never leave.
It got me back into it. Connor came in and was like, "Is this on the Xbox One? Are you playing the special edition?" I'm like, "No, this is the one on the Switch." It runs so well. I haven't had a crash yet. I haven't had a super game breaking glitch. It runs like the special edition, but without mods.
You should play it on PC.
Shut up.
And then get mods.
But like
insane.
to be a portable, it runs so smooth. And
Yeah,
like
it does.
to be able to like literally, I'm playing it, and all of a sudden I need to go somewhere. We're going to a party. We're doing something, and I can just pick up my Switch and keep playing. Like I love that. It's so awesome, you know. And it makes you even more consumed into a game like Skyrim with 300 hours. So yeah, I love it.
All right, nice.
So my 7 is Celeste. I think you guys probably thought it was going to be higher, but Celeste it's a great game. I'm not someone who normally likes difficulty, like in my games. I usually, because like what I look for in a game is just fun, just good old fun. You know, I'm not looking to kill myself with playing so much, like
Die 300 times.
die
literally
3,000 times, but literally, this game is the only game I've ever played that like difficulty makes it fun.
Yeah.
You know, and you've been playing it on Xbox a lot.
I have.
think,
Yeah,
right?
it's free on Xbox Game Gold. Xbox Gold.
with Gold.
Yeah, so I picked it up. I actually beat it. And spoilers, it's on
Yeah,
my
I haven't
list.
beaten it yet still. So you beat it somehow ahead of me. But yeah, Celeste, fun game. Buy it, pick it up. It's only like $20 or free if you have
For
Xbox.
free, yeah. All right, nice. So my next one is Call of Duty Black Ops 4 at number 7. So this game is the first Call of Duty in years that I have been playing a crap ton of. I think Black Ops 2 was the last one that I really was even into, and I think this is for all of us too. For the most part.
Oh yeah.
And this one has me hooked, which is awesome. I'm so happy about that. In terms of fun, this would be like in my top 3 fun games for the year. Like in terms of how much I've played it, but just overall, it's 7, which is still incredibly high on my list. It's still really good. But I freaking love this game. I love the multiplayer. There's something about the multiplayer that I'm enjoying a lot, and it has a loop that's really fun. We've played a little bit of the zombies. I enjoy the
maps are awesome.
The maps, the maps look awesome. They all feel different. I'm excited to play more zombies. Barely touched it, honestly. And then Blackout I love too, actually. Multiplayer is my favorite part of it so far, but I need to play more of the other modes. Blackout's really cool though. I've been playing it, and I thought I would suck because I've never been good at like battle royale games, but I've actually won a couple times on Blackout, which surprised me. So it gave me hope. I feel like sometimes when you win, it makes you feel like it makes you kind of like it a bit more because you're like, oh, I actually stand a chance.
It's the gambling.
Yeah,
exactly.
I hate Blackout. Like I can't get into it. I'm not a
Really?
huge fan of it at all. I play it.
I think
with
it's just
some
because I'm
buddies,
too
but-
into Fortnite. I can't compare it. Like
Well, they're not to be compared.
Yeah,
'cause Fortnite.
they're really different.
I know they're different.
The only game you should compare Blackout to is
PUBG.
Yeah,
I know that. I'm just saying, like, as far as like a battle royale, if I wanted to play one, I'd just go play Fortnite. Because like I can't get into Blackout. I tried to play it. I suck at it. It's really hard. And so
honestly, I don't look at them as the same way. I know battle royale and everything is, but the thing is Fortnite to me is something completely different. It's like its own beast because it. First of all, you build
building
stuff.
mechanics.
Building makes the game entirely different. Plus, Fortnite has like memorable locations. The map changes. All this stuff. Like you said, Blackout is basically PUBG but better. It's better graphics, better. It looks better. It runs better.
Yeah.
And that's
especially on consoles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like it. But Black Ops 4 is my number 7. I'm sure we'll hear more about that later.
So my number 7 is Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. Got
That's a
re-released.
2018 release.
It is a 2018 release. This is my 2018 release to start now. So Luigi's Mansion for the 3DS. Of course, that game came out on the GameCube, but it got re-released. And So it's not a 2018 game.
The 2000.
I get it. No, but it's great. I love that game. Connor replayed it for Halloween, and I really wanted to play it. I was gonna play it too, but I was waiting, and I'm glad I waited because they've added some new stuff. It runs really great. There's Gooigi now. There's a bunch of boss rush modes.
Gooigi.
It's really fun, and so yeah, that's my number 7.
Yeah, look forward to Luigi's Mansion 3 next year. Hasten?
My number 6 is Fortnite. I'm not going to talk about it a lot because we've talked about Fortnite so much, and I'm sure Tanner will talk about it. But around summer, I played for about 4 months, just Fortnite, basically.
Yeah, so. You and Tanner were on a heavy kick. Tanner never left, but you were on.
He was more into it than me at one point. As far as season 4, I didn't get into it that much, and you did. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't even think I got my guy all the way up to like level or tier 100 on season 4.
So I'm not going to go deep into it, but I enjoyed Fortnite when I played it as my 6.
All right, nice. For my number 6, I have Beat Saber, which we already talked about. Yeah. This game, though, is so freaking cool. This game made me feel like a bad A, and that is something I love. Like, I put on the VR, and I didn't know fully what to expect. I'd seen videos and stuff, but watching videos for this does not do this game justice whatsoever. Like, putting it actually on and being in that game, it's like playing a virtual reality Guitar Hero with lightsabers. Freaking
it's exactly what it is.
Striking these things. And it's so cool. And the songs are awesome. They have these awesome beats. You know,
it's hard, too.
It's hard. It gets
hard.
So
it looks so fast. No, I watched this guy doing it.
And like, the craziest thing, too, though, is you get in this mode and zone where you can do it. And it's like, and you tell yourself, I don't know about you, but I'm playing it and I'm sitting there and, you know, the first rounds are super easy. And you get later on and there'll be ones where I don't miss any. I'm straight up like, I mean, and on harder rounds too, it's just like, you feel so
ducking.
Cool. Yeah, you're ducking, like,
turning to the side.
Yeah, to the beat of this music, and it's so freaking rad.
The songs get uploaded. Can like songs get uploaded by people?
On PC, yes.
Because I saw somebody playing like a meme song, and I was like, "Is that actually on there?"
So
it was like SpongeBob.
That's the only.
I was like, "What the?"
Yeah, that's the only unfortunate thing is on PS4.
PSVR.
On PSVR, it doesn't do that, but PC, yeah, you can upload songs.
That's cool. What's the PC VR called?
Vive.
There's Vive.
There's
also
HTC Vive and the Oculus. Yeah.
Which one's better?
Vive.
Probably Vive, probably. I mean, people like Oculus too, though. I mean, you can't. All VR is in a very young stage still. It's still improving, but
Skyrim VR.
I think Vive is considered the best, though.
Probably.
Is Skyrim VR on the PC?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'd imagine so, but
I'd imagine
Saber,
there's a port where you can just put it on there through PC. PC is such a different kind of world that like you can make almost any game do anything.
Yeah,
with mods and.
Anyway, though, Beat Saber is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in a video game. Period. And I highly recommend checking it out. If you know somebody who has VR, you gotta check this out. It makes you feel so cool. And I wanted to keep going. Like if I owned it, I would literally play Beat Saber almost every single day until I like destroyed that game and got like perfect scores on everything. If I had it.
It is on.
But anyway, yeah, Beat Saber number 6. Can't say enough good things about that game.
Dang, I still need to.
I never thought I'd have 2 VR games on my freaking top 10 list.
I need to try these, dude. Do you have Astropot?
No.
You know?
Astropot?
You don't got no Astropot, bro?
No.
Bro, give me some Astropot.
I don't blow my own consoles.
So,
sorry, it's just fun.
My number 6 is a controversial one, but it is Fallout 76. I got it for Christmas, and I'm loving it. The thing is you have to appreciate the game. Awesome. You have to appreciate the game for what it is. I do admit, it is exactly Fallout 4. Like, literally, I'm playing it, and I don't see a difference, but it's so much fun. Like, the even seeing other people in the world. The whole... Everyone, when they revealed it, they were like, oh, PvP is going to be a thing. Not really. Every time you see somebody else, you're not going to kill them. You just kind of wave at them, and then you walk away. Like, well, I've yet to run into...
You can't kill them if they don't shoot at you.
Well, no, I've yet to run into somebody who's hostile. Like, even if they do hit you, it does, like, this much damage. And it's not until, like, you're wanted that you can actually
for an online multiplayer game.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay. It's more of just, like, the single-player experience with other people doing it, too. And so far, I'm really enjoying it. I mean,
The important thing is that you're having fun.
Exactly, and
Like,
it's really hard. I think that's why I'm enjoying it so much, is because it's like a challenge. Because they haven't balanced the characters yet. Because they'll be like UI, there'll be like enemies that are level 5, and I'm a level 10, in the same area that there's a level 25 right next to him. So I killed the level 5 guy in one hit, and then the level 25 guy comes and destroys me. So it's really unbalanced that way, but it makes the game so fun. Because then you're like sniping from a distance and bum rushing sometimes. So I really like it. And they're updating it still, and they're gonna make it.
I'm sure they'll add much more to it. So
They actually just added a big update to it.
So at number 5, I have A Way Out.
oh, nice.
We already talked about it, but A Way Out. The way me and
great.
Connor played it, I think just led to it being like such a fun game this year, because I've never had a gaming experience quite like it. Like actually just sitting in a room and beating a game in a day.
Yeah, and that's another cool thing too. I forgot to mention is that it forces you to play couch co-op.
Yeah.
Like we can't play it online together.
And only one person can buy it, and you can
both play it, which is awesome. And if you don't know, you have to play it on a couch together, like locally. You can't play it online. There was no. If Hasten bought it, we couldn't
Who
play it from
owns
separate
that game?
places. You do, I think.
Oh, I don't know where it is.
Well, it's
It's
digital,
online.
right?
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in the cloud. It's
Where'd it go? Yeah,
that freaking astropod.
I'm with you though. That game's freaking awesome. Anything else to say about it?
It's even a fun game to watch.
Awesome.
Honestly.
It's got a good story. If you haven't played it and you have some buddies that you want to like get high with, play Astro
Get high with.
Why'd you
Plays
take so
Master
long? Because then it was just opportunity.
If you have some guys that you
want to blow and play.
He's trying to blow and play some astropod.
get a way out.
Get a way out.
That would
You
not
won't
be-
have a way
You
out.
won't have a way out. once
Get
it's
out.
started. Get out quick. Is that all?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So my number 5 is Celeste. So we already talked about it. This is a game that I hadn't played. It came out January, I think, last year. So it's been almost a whole year
Wow,
since
really?
it came out. Yeah. But this game is freaking awesome. I had heard such great things about it. I didn't really know whether to believe them fully. I was kind of skeptical. But after playing it when it was free on Xbox Gold, I'm so glad I did. This game is awesome. It has a great message, and also just I actually really enjoyed the loop of like trying to figure out these puzzles and
And the
these,
respawn
like,
time is really quick, which makes it so fun.
Yeah, that's the great thing is if that game, if you died and had a load, it would ruin that game.
Yeah,
it would ruin it.
They did a good job with like you die and you respawn immediately.
It's instant. It's like you die, boom, you're back, and that makes it so fun because there's so many moments to where you're like, I know I can do this, or you're like, I know somehow I can do this, and you have to try and figure it out. And it's funny because that parallels with like the message of the story, because it's about like kind of overcoming trials and stuff like that. You'll have to play it. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really an awesome game. I really enjoyed it. I like I actually like some of the story moments too, of the character Madeline with some of the other characters in the game. But I highly recommend Celeste. This year was so stacked of top-notch releases. This game probably would have even been higher for me if there wasn't so many great games this year.
Yeah.
Tanner?
Well, my number 5 is Sea of Thieves. We've already talked about it. You know, we've talked to the ends of the earth about it. So, I mean, not much more to say. It's a great game. I really enjoy it. So.
Yeah. So trigger alert for Connor over here. Smash is my number 4.
Get out!
If it wasn't for 3 other games, obviously this would be higher.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, there's so many games that came out. I'm gonna let you do the talking on Smash because I know it's somewhere on the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, Smash it 4. Smash it 4.
I can totally see it. That makes sense to me.
Is you?
Oh, yeah, it's me.
I was like,
What are we going on?
yeah.
Tanner? So my number 4 is Detroit Become Human. This was a Quantic Dream game that came out, and if you don't know Quantic Dream, it's basically Telltale meets Super AAA, and it's basically like a super polished, super well done, super thought out Telltale game with 10 times the budget. And so it's super cool. It has a really interesting story, some awesome characters. I'm a little what's the word? What's the word? When you're like impartial or
Apprehensive?
no. whatever.
Impartial?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I love this game. There's a character, an android named Connor in it, who is really cool, and also his partner in the game is Clancy Brown, who plays Mr. Krabs. And,
What?
Yeah, but he is an awesome
Partner
actor.
as in gay?
No, partner as in they're like cops.
I wouldn't be
detectives.
surprised.
Yeah.
Mr. Krabs!
Well, one's an android.
Mr. Krabs has crabs.
Do you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
But anyway, Clancy
You did it again.
Clancy Brown is actually an awesome actor. He is really a great actor. Anyway, this game makes you think about the future actually, and like some of the possibilities of the future, because it's all about androids, and like there's a legit possibility that one day we will have intelligent life like that in terms of androids and robotics, you know. And so artificial intelligence is a real thing, and
Maybe
it makes you think about like some of the choices that are going to have to happen with that.
as a humanity.
As of humanity, yeah, it's insane. This game makes you make decisions that are super tough, and this game didn't get a whole lot of attention this year, which kind of surprised me.
It reminded, for some reason, I attributed Detroit Become Human to Quantum Break.
See, yeah,
Because
similar.
that's what I heard about. Because it's kind of like the same thing. It's like a story mode that's like it's like actual characters, right? Like physical characters?
No, so it's all video game.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
yeah, no live action. But I think you just got confused because Quantic Dream makes the game, and then Quantic Break is the
game. It got such bad reviews, I stayed away from it.
Yeah, so no, completely unrelated. But this game I highly recommend checking out because it did get mostly positive reviews. I think it's like it got great reviews, but it just didn't get a whole lot of attention.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird games where it's like it kind of came out at a bad time. I think it came out right after God of War, like a couple weeks out of God of War, and so I don't think a lot of people played it or remembered it was even out. When people did play it, they all seemed to like it for the most part. It got mostly positive reviews, I'd say, but just not a whole lot of attention. I think if this game got more attention, it would have been higher on a lot of people's lists, and I think we would have seen it more at like the Game Awards and stuff. But yeah, I highly recommend this game if you haven't checked it out. It's an awesome story, like a really cool story. But anyway,
They're all PlayStation games, so I can't blame them.
you need to get a PlayStation, bro.
No, I
So
refuse.
Don't be a fanboy.
The only reason I'll get a PlayStation is if with PlayStation VR, because I want to try out those games.
Well, that's another thing too. Is PlayStation freaking has VR too.
Come on,
And it
Microsoft.
has Spider-Man and God of War.
Spider-Man, God of War, Detroit Become Human,
Uncharted
Astro Pop.
series.
Literally,
And Knack.
I didn't think about that. 5 of
your
my
10.
freaking top 10 are PlayStation exclusive.
0
which
of
is
mine are.
nuts.
Two of mine are.
So my number 4 is Destiny 2.
4 of mine. Sorry.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Freaking interrupted me.
Sorry.
Just kidding, I'm just
Go ahead.
5 of yours are?
Around there. All right, go ahead.
No, so my number 4 is Destiny 2 Forsaken. It's lower on the list than I would have liked, because in my Xbox year in review, it's my most played game of the year somehow.
How is that even possible? It has to be Fortnite.
No,
What could your number one be?
It's true. I didn't start getting super into Fortnite until probably like July. So the entire first of the year, I was playing nothing but Destiny 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I got like 500 some hours. So Destiny 2 Forsaken. The reason why I said Forsaken is because that's the one this year. It's amazing. Of course, like it's been so on and off for me. I will be really into it, and then I won't be, and then I will be, and then I won't be.
Yeah.
And I'm at that point where I'm not, just because I don't know why I'm not intrigued to go play it. I feel like I've spent too much time away from it that I don't want to go back and then have all the stuff that I missed and then have to like catch up to everyone else. But I will eventually. I know that there's another DLC coming out. It's not a DLC. It's the free update in like
It's another $60 game.
yeah.
Buy your next $60
Probably.
you get Destiny 2 with it.
Like Destiny 2.5.
I think I was at GameStop the other day, and they were selling the base Destiny 2 game, like just
it's
just
still
vanilla Destiny.
$40.
No, it was like $3.
Really?
Yeah, the base Destiny 2 game, like without any of the DLC, it was like $3.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
was like-
right. You should have just bought it.
Yeah, no, I remember I texted you. I think I
Oh, yeah.
called and texted you, and I was like, Tanner, should I get this? Because they have Destiny 2
No,
on Xbox One
Dude,
for like
freaking
$3.
Black Friday Forsaken was $20.
Yeah, I just couldn't do it because I'm like, nobody's gonna play vanilla Destiny with me. Like
I would.
Well, they would want the
I don't
DLC
own the
and
DLCs,
stuff.
so you
yeah,
could have played with me.
I guess that's true.
But
Actually, I do. One of them.
and the reason why I put it lower is just because I haven't played it recently, and it would be higher up if I was more into it. But there's just my top 3 are I've been playing the most lately. So yeah,
All right, nice.
What are we on? 3?
3.
Yes, 3.
So
top
my
three.
number
Top three.
3, I actually just barely switched Smash and number 3,
Oh yeah.
which is Black Ops 4.
Mm.
I haven't been this into a COD. It's competing with Black Ops 2 for me.
Wow.
Yeah, see, me too.
Because like
Wow.
I think it might be better than Black Ops 2.
Well, I think.
I think it might be my favorite COD.
Huh.
As crazy
Wow.
statement as that is.
Well, I don't think that's crazy because
I
they
thought
just
it was-
get better, right?
But because I
They
thought it was
should,
gonna die
yeah,
off.
Yeah,
theoretically.
theoretically.
I
yeah.
thought my hype would die off after the first couple of weeks.
I did
It's
too, because
happened.
that's what happened with all
I'm-
the other CODs. But
I'm
I've been
excited
playing
for the
this
DLC
for
packs.
a month and a half, 2 months now, and I've been loving every moment. Like,
And the new maps
I
are awesome.
particularly don't like Blackout, like I said, but I love multiplayer.
But
I haven't had
But
this
even
much
then
fun.
again, like even you have that choice to play.
Yeah, that's the thing, and also
And
I
it's
think
partially
Blackout
because
might
I'm
be
better at this game
than
than
the
I
other
have
ones.
been in every other game.
Hmm.
Like, I'm better at this game than I was Black Ops 2.
Also, I think you might enjoy Blackout a little more if you were like playing with friends like me and
I
Tanner.
have friends.
It-
that I play
well,
with.
I have friends.
Yeah, maybe you'd enjoy it more if you had friends.
No, that's all I've done is I've only...
Hey, so
You should have put that
maybe you'd
better.
enjoy Blackout more if you had
But-
friends.
yeah, you would have
Let's
enjoyed it
move on.
more.
No, I have only played it with friends.
Did you
Okay.
did you already say Black Ops 4 is one of yours?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll just say mine's number 3 also. So we'll talk about this
Oh,
just
okay,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because mine's also number 3. So keep going. Just 'cause-
I just finished.
Okay,
okay, well I'll
we get it. Ace.
well I'll
We're
add
not
on
friends.
more
Just
than
kidding.
because even the zombies mode for me like
I haven't played zombies a lot.
with Black Ops 3, I didn't care for the multiplayer. It wasn't great. The jetpack sucked, but the zombies, I still will defend, was awesome. There was no jetpacks. It was just like Black Ops 2, better graphic, great maps. The zombies mode is completely different. I still love it. Something's not fully gripping me like the Black Ops 2 zombies.
Oh, the zombies for Black Ops 4?
Black Ops 4.
Why, it's the same.
It's not. It's
Mob of the
Dead.
Dead's back.
yeah, Mob of the Dead. Yeah, but I mean, just like the system,
It's
the
more.
perks,
They made it bigger.
Yeah, the perks, just everything about it. But I still love it.
Yeah.
I love the new map, Dead of Night.
Uh-huh.
It's awesome. It's a haunted house. There's a werewolf.
That's with the pass, right?
Yeah,
That you
it's
have
the
to get.
celebrity cast.
Cast one, yeah.
There's so.
I feel like that pack just dropped out of nowhere.
I know
Like,
it did. It honestly
It's kind
did.
of weird.
It came with
That's
the update.
a little frustration I have with it is their DLC packs.
Yeah, 'cause only
I'm sure
two multiplayer
zombies
maps
is
still.
big because it's apparently the biggest map now, but you get 2 multiplayer maps
Yeah, that's
and
it.
a blackout character.
Yeah,
That's
so-
it.
Like if you bought the DLC pack for multiplayer and Blackout, you kind of got screwed.
Oh
over
yeah.
it.
See, that's the thing.
And then
The only
Black Ops
reason
2, every time the DLC pack would come out, you'd get a zombies.
4
and,
multiplayer
and
maps.
4 multiplayer.
yeah,
usually
the,
like a
the
gun.
only reason
Yeah,
I'm
and, like,
getting
the Peacekeeper came out,
or even like a skin. You'd get like a weapon skin. Like the only reason I'm getting the DLC is for the zombies, purely because of the zombies. I don't care too much for the Blackout character. You know, the multiplayer maps are fine, but they eventually cycle into the thing. Anyway. Like
No,
if
they
you
don't.
if you go back to Black Ops 3 now, all the multiplayer maps are in. Even
Black
if you
Ops
don't,
3?
yeah. Even if you
I know
don't
they're
have
not
the
in
DLC,
Black Ops 2.
Not in Black Ops 2. That's because it's older and they just stopped. But Black Ops 3, you go back,
What?
all the multiplayer maps, all the multiplayer maps are in Black Ops 3, whether or not you have the DLC. So
Huh.
I think they might eventually.
Yeah,
do that.
They won't in this game, though.
That is a little
because this
frustrating.
game's just about as big as Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's really frustrating that the Black Ops 4 Black Ops Pass DLC maps you can only play in a playlist. Like, those 2 new maps, you have to play those maps over and over.
They're not just in the normal map.
No, I haven't
rotation.
seen them once.
I haven't seen them filter in. It could be just because so little people have the pass right now.
It probably
Yeah.
also could be. Well, yeah. Remember, they usually do that.
Because, like, you can't... If someone else doesn't have a pass, you can't play with them.
Yeah.
So, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Because you barely ever see Nuketown. So, if someone doesn't have Nuketown downloaded, it kind of...
Was Nuketown free or did it cost money?
Just free.
Free.
It was free.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Nuketown, Russia.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah. Nothing more to
Anything
say.
else about Black
it's,
Ops
it's great.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll go on to my number 3 then, which is Spider-Man.
Okay. I was like, is it
Yeah.
going to be Smash?
I was like,
things are
smash!
get dicey, but yeah, Spider-Man is my number 3. This is insane that Spider-Man is my number 3 because I am a huge Batman Arkham fan. Like the Batman Arkham games are like probably my favorite games of all time, up there with, like them and Smash Bros. And Spider-Man is right up my alley. Like, it is a game made for me. Like, everything about it, I love the story, I love the action, I love the fighting, I love every little thing that they did in that game is just like the Arkham games, and it's something that speaks to me as a gamer perfectly.
Well, now I know your top 2.
Well, and so that's why it's so crazy that this game made it as my number 3 and not my game of the year. Like, this game, any other year would have been my game of the year.
Yeah.
But this year was so stacked.
great.
So stacked that it didn't quite make it just because of a couple other games that you guys, I'm sure, can guess already. But, yeah, I freaking love this game to death.
Knack 3.
Knack 3 was my favorite game of the year. But, this is probably, thinking about it, my favorite version of Spider-Man ever. I think I loved this universe the best out of the Marvel movies, out of the old Marvel movies. Yeah, I love the characters. I love the way they handled the bad guys.
And the way they did it too, like the Avengers could be a part of this world.
Yeah,
They mentioned the Avengers. Yeah, he's like,
I mean, he's got the Avengers suit.
Avengers
they're on the West Coast.
They're on the West Coast right now.
Yeah,
he's got the Avengers suit in the game.
Well, yeah, but that's more just a costume.
Yeah, but like they. Who knows what they can do with this whole series?
Yeah,
I mean, they could do some. They could make it a whole.
Do you think they're gonna make
very slight spoilers?
Yes.
These aren't even for like the main story beats of the game at all. But like just around New York City, there's the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange is there.
Oh, really?
There's the Avengers Tower.
There's the Black Panther.
Wakanda.
The Wakanda Institute or whatever.
I can't remember their government thing.
Yeah, it's there. The Avengers Tower is there. There's so many like.
So you think that they're going to be a sequel then too?
Oh, for sure, 100%.
And the cool thing is, there's like it's built to New York.
Yeah,
like,
it looks like we went to New York just a couple years ago. There's so many things
like
it's just
Central
like
Park is there.
Yeah,
that's where Central
it's like
Park
where
is.
we went. Central Park.
What's the with all the
Times
lights?
Square.
Times Square's right there.
Awesome. Yeah.
The Empire State Building's
the
there. 9/11's not there.
Yeah, there is
Twin Towers.
There is the memorial building though.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, it's actually
didn't
there.
see that.
Yeah, they actually have it there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. Like,
do they have the pizza place? Do they have it Little Italy?
I didn't check. Little Italy.
That'd be sick.
But
there's a
really
picture online, and it's showing this guy's apartment view, like a real life apartment view, and then he goes into Spider-Man, and he's like, "Wow, this is crazy!" And it shows the apartment view.
It's my game.
It's literally the apartment view staring at the window that he's at.
Wow, that's
it's
crazy.
awesome.
That's way
Look
cool.
it up when we're done here. But
yeah,
have you guys played the DLC then?
I've beat all the DLC.
So I only have the last DLC to play. But
wait, all the DLC already came out?
It's already out. Yep.
They did
This is nice.
October, November, December.
Yeah.
Dang.
They were really quick.
There's going to be more, I'm sure.
I think they're probably ready too. But this game, the fluidity of this game, the way you traverse the city is unparalleled. I think I even like it. This is going to sound crazy, but I think I like the traveling even more than the Arkham games. Like flying around as Spider-Man, swinging.
It's more fluid than
feels more fluid. It feels so.
Once you
Spider-Man.
unlock, the thing is, Spider-Man always feels good.
Yeah.
Once you unlock like Batman's grapple, like
Boosts and
boosting
stuff,
and stuff like that, then
better.
it feels better.
Mm-hmm.
But not better than Spider-Man's.
Yes, well, Spider-Man's is natural from the beginning. Like, is the game opens up literally. You jump out of the window, and all of a sudden you're in control, and you're falling in midair in control, and it says press R1,
like, what the freak am I
you
supposed
swing,
to
and you're
do?
like whoosh, and it feels
That's
feels so good that game.
You can get a PS4.
Yeah, seriously, like honestly,
It's tempting.
a Spider-Man and God of War would be worth it to get a PS4 alone, just for those two games.
But then I also got
Plus you
Last
get
of Us,
Last of Us
Uncharted,
coming next year.
PSVR.
PSVR, freaking, there's so many games. It's nuts. All the Uncharted's.
Uncharted.
Sure, Xbox might be where you play, but you need to have a PS4.
Yeah, PlayStation is the place for exclusives, just period.
Yeah.
But
This
anyway,
generation.
yeah, this generation.
Maybe next generation with all the companies they
All
bought.
the studios being bought, yeah. But Spider-Man is my number 3. This game's amazing. I'm sure we'll talk about it more if I'm assuming correctly with Hasten. But Tanner,
Just giving it away.
sorry.
Hey, you know where mine is.
Oh, wait,
Could
no.
be-
I already
could be
talked
two.
about my number 3. So Hasten, do your number 2.
2 is God of War for me.
Nice.
So when I first got it, I wish I wouldn't have done what I did. I regret it now because I bought it, I beat it in 3 days, and I didn't.
Yeah,
play
you
any
just
side
rented
quests.
it, right? Like Redbox.
But now I own it,
Mhm.
and it's definitely worthy of 1 or 2. I'm giving it 2 because I liked my first game better than any game I've played in I can't even remember how long.
Yeah,
Since Last of Us.
I'm sure you could just say it.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be Breath of the Wild.
What
right?
is it?
What
It's
is it?
driving me
Good
crazy. Is it
Um,
freaking Knack 2?
But God of War, the way you throw your hammer and it comes back to you,
Yeah.
like the combat system, the story, which is not normal in a God of War game.
Oh,
really,
yeah,
because it's just
it's
like
unheard of.
kill, smash, and kill.
And yelling.
Smash! Smash!
Smash!
No, but
Kratos
Bros!
God of War definitely number 2, deserving of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Should I do mine then? Or?
You're number 2.
Okay, well, so this is where things get pretty crazy, guys. I know a lot of you have been asking the question.
It's Smash.
What have you been asking? What is my game of the year versus my number 2? It's been a very hard decision for me. So I'm kind of throwing out a caveat here. The 1 and 2 positions for me can be totally changed. They can be totally flip-flopped.
It's kind of the same for me, too.
However, I ended up making a decision because I wanted to have it finalized. I wanted to be like, okay, this is, but just know in advance they could be flip-flopped, and I'd be totally fine with it. I ended up going with Smash Bros. Ultimate as number 2.
No!
Which is crazy. And the reason why is Smash Bros. Ultimate is my favorite game of 2018. It might be.
Then you lie!
Smash Bros. Might be my.
21.
Well, no. See, so Smash Bros. Is my favorite game of 2018. It might be my favorite game of all time in terms of Smash Bros. Because Smash Bros. Is my favorite series of all time. So therefore, Ultimate being the ultimate one might be my favorite
Smash
game
Bros.
of all time.
Favorite over Batman?
It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Probably. I'd say probably. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's so Smash Bros. Ultimate is my favorite, and God of War I think is the best game of 2018.
The most deserving.
And the most deserving of Game of the Year. And that's why I did God of War as my number 1. I'm just going to kind of include both mine right here because you already know what it's going to be. But God of War is my Game of the Year. I think it's the best game of 2018. Smash Bros. Ultimate, to me, is my favorite game of this year, but I don't think it's the best. I think it's the best Smash Brothers, hands down for me. But I think God of War as a game, overall, is the best game of 2018. I think it represents 2018 the best. It took a character in a world that not many people cared about and was pretty cheesy and over the top and made it grounded and made you care about Kratos and his son and the characters. And like, this game is literally like a Lord of the Rings video game I've been wanting for so long. It's basically like this mythological Lord of the Rings-esque game, and it feels so cool. Like Hasten was mentioning, throwing the axe and catching it. What's it called? The Leviathan axe. Mm-hmm. Throwing it at a wall, and I remember the first time you do it,
sticks in the wall.
It sticks in the wall. And you hold R1, and it comes flying back to you, and your controller rumbles when you catch it.
You're like, I'm Thor, and then you throw it at Thor.
Yeah, yeah. It feels so good in that game, and that's another thing too. Is all the elements they build up in this world. It's Norse mythology in the world, and hearing like references to Odin.
I cannot wait for sequels.
Some of these characters, yeah, it's so cool because, especially. Even though they make the worlds totally different, we know a lot of these characters because of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and I love the way they're spinning them. It makes you realize that in real mythology, a lot of these characters are pretty terrible people. Like Thor,
Thor's kind of a crappy dude.
Thor is a horrible person. He kills and murders people for no reason. Yeah. Odin is like horrible to everyone. He like in real mythology, that's how they're portrayed.
Their sons are just d-bags.
They kill their sons, and their sons are rude and awful, and that's what I love about this. Is it's like a grounded mythological world versus the more comic-ish and cartoonish nature of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with those characters. But anyway, God of War is my game of the year. Talking about Smash Bros a bit, I freaking love Smash Bros. Like I was saying, it's the best Smash there has been. The combat, the fighting style, the fluidity of it.
Let's just go ahead and talk about it together then.
Oh yeah,
it's my number 2.
It's your number 2 as well?
It's my number 2.
So Smash Bros Ultimate is the...
Right. So we have that in common.
Yeah.
It's the best Smash.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, there's always going to be those Melee fanboys, but it is the best Smash. It's the most fluid. It's the most... Sakurai, this is his child. This is his child. He made sure he bred this thing to the max. Like, he literally... Every character's so balanced. Every character works well. You can literally be good with any character. Even yesterday, me and Connor are playing as characters we
Except
never
for
play
climbers.
as.
You can't ice climbers.
Yeah, all of them are.
Me and Connor were playing as characters
People
we
can't.
never play as. And Connor started wrecking his Yoshi, and he never plays as Yoshi. And he's like, you can literally be good with
Connor.
Yeah, exactly. But you can literally be good with anybody. Like, even me, like, I was playing as these characters, and they work well. They feel good. And, like...
The game is so balanced and fine-tuned that... In a way that no other Smash has.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, all of them are fine-tuned because of Sakurai, but this one, I feel like, is the most fine-tuned.
Yeah. And to know that we're getting 6 more characters this year is crazy to me.
Well, and
Like-
classic mode is the best classic mode's ever been.
Oh, easy.
It's so
Besides
fun.
the
It's
bonus
It's
game.
really fun. Yeah, besides the bonus game, it's so fun to play with other people and fight a boss at the end.
And have it, like, its
varied
own story
bosses,
mode.
Have like Dracula, have freaking Master Hand.
Always
have-
Master Hand.
Yeah, or, like instead of it always being Master Hand, to have different boss options is
Yeah,
so cool.
it's cool.
There's freaking 70 characters in the roster. World of Light's actually really fun. It's grindy. It's super grindy, but it's fun. It's fun just to sit there and be like, I'm sitting here, I got Switch on the go, portable, you know.
Just go play some
pull it
World of
out and
Light.
just play World of Light. It's fun. You know, it's just a time killer. That's what I love about World of Light. And same with Spirits mode. That's what makes those fun, is just being able to sit
Grind.
there and be able to pull them out and just grind Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Obviously, World of Light's not like the best story or anything like that. By far, it's not at all. It's a pretty horrible story, actually. But it's not meant for that. It's meant just for the fun and appeal of just playing those matches.
And honestly, the online is awesome.
In the online,
I really love the online.
I've been freaking loving the online immensely. It's... Don't get me wrong. I know there's online with Nintendo can be kind of shaky at times. Like, there's times that I get kicked out of matches and whatnot. But for the most part, for me personally, it's been running super smoothly.
Oh, yeah.
It's been running super great. I've gotten, I think around 10 characters into Elite Smash by this point. I'm trying to get... I'm no way I'm going to get all 70. But I'm going to try to get a lot of them into Elite Smash. And it's cool. I like that you have to kind of keep up with the online, or else they'll kick your character from Elite Smash. And I like that Elite Smash is also kind of like this selective mode for only people who can get that high, which is really cool. So I like some of the ideas they have with the online mode. But once again, I think overall, as a full package, I think Smash Bros. Ultimate is my favorite Smash Bros. And favorite game of the year in terms of what I play.
It's my favorite party game of the year.
Oh,
easily.
for sure, yeah. Yeah, and nothing beats Smash Brothers in terms of just sitting down and playing with a huge group of people. You can play up to 8 people.
Or even just
It's
being
insane.
let's just play a match of Smash. It's 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
We just all smash together.
You know,
it's
we
just
can all
it's just smash real quick and then be done.
yeah, we can all smash. It's great.
You know,
But yeah, Smash Ultimate, my number 2.
my number 2 too.
And God of War, number 1. Sony Santa Monica crushed it with God of War, in my opinion. I think there was just nothing like... I took my time with that game. I got it, and I literally spent, Hazen beat it in 2 to 3 days. I think I didn't pick it for 2
Connor
months.
got it way before me, but somehow
Yeah.
I beat him.
Yeah.
I beat the game before him.
I wanted to savor that game because I didn't want to play more than a couple hours a night. Because
I didn't know if I
just
was going to
savoring
enjoy it. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't buy it, because I was like...
Well, and I didn't either. That's another thing too. That is another reason to shout out this game, is because I had no interest in it. It was announced. I saw trailers for it, and I was like, I could
Another
care
God of
less.
War.
Yeah, I was like, I could care less about this game. I've never been attached to God of War. I've never been attached to Kratos or any of that. And so I didn't give 2 craps. And then when the game, there was a preview event a couple of weeks before the game came out, and people were like, this is really good. And I remember hearing people saying that, and I was like, I guess I'll give it a shot. And so it came out, and it got 10 out of 10s and stuff like that. And I was like, what the frick? So I picked it up on day 1, and I freaking loved it. Right away, I was like, I need to buy this. I had rented it, and I went and bought it the next day because right away I just loved the world, the combat. It feels so good. You feel like a god in that game.
Don't make me buy a PS4.
You need to.
No.
God of War and the story.
refuse.
Once again, the story with God, it's emotional. You get
It
connected
is.
to those characters. I'm not going to spoil anything, but some of the stuff that happens at the end of that game, the whole combat situations that happen, are freaking so cool. But
Opening scene. This is
Oh
an
my
opening
gosh.
cutscene, but
Yeah.
the first kind of boss fight.
the first boss fight
with the guy that
oh my
doesn't
gosh.
get hurt.
Yeah.
He can't feel pain.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
that-
felt like that could have been the end fight, and I would
Yeah.
have been happy.
What?
Yeah,
What?
and this isn't
You
even
fight a guy who can't feel pain.
Well, okay, so this isn't even
This is
within a couple hours
Yeah.
of the game. So slight spoilers,
First
I
hour.
guess, but
It's
not
the
really.
first
Yeah, it's
hour.
first hour. But there's a boss fight right at the beginning where it's literally like superheroes. You are smashing each other across the map, and he's
It's like if
flying back
Superman
then,
and Captain
smashing
Marvel
you.
were
Wait,
fighting
you
together.
are too?
You are too. Yeah, you're.
I mean,
both
you're a
like,
god.
Are you the
you're a god.
original Kratos or are you the new Kratos at this point?
Oh, it's Kratos. It's the same
Kratos. It's old Kratos.
It's
No,
just
is
a-
it like the one from the old games and then
Yeah, it's the same
transition
Kratos.
into the new Kratos?
No, it's the
it's
same Kratos.
It's
No,
the-
I'm saying do you look like the old Kratos?
Well, no, you're old.
From the old games.
You're the Kratos
You are
that you see on the
old.
cover.
Do you look like the old Kratos
No,
from the game?
you're old. You look like the
at
Kratos
the beginning.
on the cover.
At the beginning.
At the beginning, you look like the
Okay,
Kratos
okay,
on the
okay,
cover.
okay.
Yeah,
That's all
the
I
game. The game starts out
With
I
you
think
being the
game,
new Kratos.
I think the game literally takes place over the course of a day or two.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's
So it's not like a flashback of how you were old Kratos.
no.
and
This
now you
is
go
like
into new
now
Kratos.
this guy comes and visits you. He's called the Stranger, and you literally it's like this awesome superhero fight. You're like, it's like if Superman and
insane.
Superman were throwing each other across.
And it happens
a
like
map.
4 times throughout.
Yeah,
the
Is
game.
it like
so
one of the
cool.
button fights where you have to like,
No,
and then you press
no.
X and then
That's
it's
the
like,
thing.
No,
It's
it's
a
not.
legit
It's not
fight.
quick
I
time.
hate
It's
those.
not quick time event. It's not quick time. It's you're playing it all. It's like Batman Arkham.
There's cutscenes
Freaking-
in the fight.
Yeah. All of a sudden it'll slow down and you'll be like, you'll get up and you're ready to fight.
It
more,
somehow
and it's
transitions like
it's
perfectly
so
into
cool.
cutscenes that are just
what?
insane.
That sounds sick.
And that's another thing too, is this game is all one shot, which is nuts. Like, how did they do it? Like, you're literally getting thrown around this map, and the camera
There's
is
no
following
loading
you the
screens?
entire- No loading screens. Not one. There's no loading screens.
even after like a checkpoint.
nothing.
Or
No.
a chapter.
There's not one loading screen in this game.
What?
This game loads all right at the beginning before you boot up the game. It all loads in, and so there's no loading screens.
Holy
and the
crap.
camera's behind you the entire time, and you get flown around the map on this fighting scene,
That's
and it all
ridiculous.
loads in. It's crazy. It's insane. You have to play this game
Ugh.
at some point. It's so
No.
Same thing with Spider-Man.
same with Spider-Man, yeah, honestly. But God of War is my game of the year. Congratulations to God of War, Sony Santa Monica.
You won Connor's
You won.
Game of the
You
Year.
won Connor's Game of the Year. I'll send you a trophy.
My friend.
So my number 1, it was tough for me. I wish I could do Game
Yeah.
of the Year,
Yeah,
but
me
I'm
too.
not going to. I want to
Yeah,
have a specific
that's
one.
what I decided.
And mine is Spider-Man. For
Nice.
solely the fact that I enjoyed this game for the month that I got it, which it was Comic-Con, September.
Yeah.
Right? It came out in September.
Yeah, beginning of
So I
September.
enjoyed all September. DLCs came out October, November, and December. I enjoyed those for 4 months in a row. I played this game. Like it
Enjoyed
just-
every second
Oh my
of it.
gosh. We've already talked about like the gameplay and stuff and how amazing it is. But I've never had played a game as good as this one specifically.
Yeah.
As far as story and like game fluidity and just
Yeah, it
having a
crushes it in that
blast.
sense.
Yeah.
Stupid
God of War
PlayStation.
is great. God of War is great too. I wish I could say God of War Game of the Year.
Yeah, well-
like you did.
Yeah.
But I gotta give it to Spider-Man.
So Spider-Man is Hasten's 2018 Game of the Year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Sony.
Insomniac.
Stupid freaking PlayStation.
I mean, this year was so good. Like, honestly, like I was saying, my top 3, top 5.
Almost last year, Spider-Man would have been number 1.
Yeah.
You know, was second as of Lost Legacy,
Mhm.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. So my top 2 last year and this year,
Sony.
PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Yeah, I mean, they've been killing it, honestly. With their exclusives, PlayStation's been killing it. The fact that Spider-Man, God of War, Detroit, Beat Saber, and Astrobot are all in my top 10, and 3 of those are in my top 5, is crazy.
says
Like,
something.
PlayStation, yeah, it says something about the quality of PlayStation's exclusives. And like you were saying with the story of Spider-Man and the gameplay, the fact that they can mix the gameplay with the story and have both be so good shows how
Yeah.
much they care about it.
And the characters. I hope they do a sequel with like Venom.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Venom being in this.
Yeah.
world. And Joker, or not Joker, Green Goblin and
Mhm.
stuff. You know, they have so many characters that aren't in it.
Yeah.
And the fact that they used Mr. Negative,
Mhm.
like his,
He's such an
I
obscure
never
villain.
even knew about him.
Yeah.
Until this game.
He's, I mean, no spoilers, but he's like somewhat of the main villain or one of the main
Yeah,
villains.
one of the main villains.
And he's not even like a huge character in the Marvel comics at
No.
all. Like, I think he's pretty new, actually. I think he was literally created like 8 years ago. So they already used him. Like, think of
Most
all
of the
other
characters you
they
don't
can
really
use.
know, except
Yeah.
for one of them,
Mhm.
1 or 2.
Which is
2,
awesome.
You know 2,
Yeah, which is awesome.
3.
That's what I love.
but
4.
3.
Five.
I think 3. 3 is a good number. But
Yeah. I would say, yeah, I mean, if you're just an average going comic book fan, you're probably going to know only like 3 or 4 of the characters in this. You'd have to have a lot of Spider-Man knowledge to know all of them, you know. But I'm totally with you that they blended that so well, and God of War did too. It was a tough year to decide, like Game of the Year. All right, Tanner, let's hear yours.
next year it's gonna be easy though. Last of Us.
We'll see.
Anthem.
Who knows? Who knows?
Last of Us. Man.
Anthem.
I mean, if Last of Us comes out this year,
I think it
hope
will.
does. Yeah, me too.
Well, my game of the year is not a surprise. It's obviously Super Hot. I love
Wait,
Super.
super hot.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
thought you were
not.
gonna
Say your real
Fortnite.
one. Come on.
I'm kidding. It is.
Of
course.
Fortnite's not even in your top 10.
I
you
was so
liar.
confused for a second. I legit thought you were serious, and I was like,
Seriously?
"Well, yeah," because I was like, "Where's Fortnite?" Did you already say Fortnite? I didn't notice.
No. No, but yeah, of course it's Fortnite. I love the crap out of this game, and as
You
much
got
of
me
a
good for a second there.
as much of a meme as it is, and people joke about it, it's a great game. People can't deny it. It's so much fun. Like even yesterday, me playing, and I get a win, and then after 5-6 matches, I'm getting bullied and keep dying, and I start getting mad. But then I start realizing, I'm like, this is just so fun. Like even something as simple as like that guy outplayed me, he deserves the win. And like it's just so much fun no matter what you do. Even if you suck at the game, like you have to try to not have fun in that game. Like there's so much to do. There's so much locations to land. There's so many guns. There's so many modes. You know, you always have like if you suck at the game, go play freaking food fight. You know, you can respawn. You can do a ton of things. And
if you suck at the game, get good.
yeah, honestly though, like and it is a really good game because it is hard. It is as far as everyone's good at the game. Like I feel like everyone's good at the game at this point, and you have to be somewhat good to play.
It's not as approachable anymore.
Not anymore.
Because I played with you guys the other day, and I was like, man,
getting
I
slapped.
Suck.
Well, even somebody like Hasten was freaking dominant, but he leaves for like 4 months, comes back, and everyone's freaking a god.
I can't play it even anymore because
Yeah.
so I just get dominated.
And so, but like I said, if you want to like get a game that will challenge you and make you like, if you're interested in like being a pro gamer,
No, I'm just kidding.
like if you're interested in being like a pro gamer and doing gaming hardcore, then yeah, I think playing Fortnite, it gets you into that, and it gets you into that mode of like, I want to be better. And it's a fantastic game. Not only that, the Save the World mode, as much as people joke about it and like it's not actually a game, it's way fun. Like it's $20. You earn a ton of V-Bucks from it. So you earn your money back, and you literally, it's tower defense. You defend a thing, you build around it, you make a cool base around it, and then a bunch of hordes of zombies come, and you have to kill them all within a time limit. And it's really difficult sometimes, but it's really fun. It's so much different than the Battle Royale mode. And so the game itself, I know it's not out. It's still in early access, but
it's out.
It's out. PUBG was out when it first came out, and I think that it's not going anywhere as far as like anytime soon. I think there's not going to be a game anytime soon that's going to be free to play, that's also on every console, on your phone, that's approachable to kids, that has, you know,
it has a
all
lot
this
going
stuff.
for it.
It's got a lot going for it, and the thing is people thought, oh, Fortnite was going to die, but it's been a year and a half now. It's been a year and a half of it going strong. Like, it has not slowed down since freaking... It started... Its hype started in December of 2017. I think it's made it all the way till now, still being the biggest game.
I think there's no denying the importance of Fortnite on this generation in terms of how big it is. Like, when we look back on, like, the mid-2010s or whatever, it's like you can't think of anything... like, you can't look at gaming and not say Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Fortnite will be a huge, huge thing that people look back on. And it's crazy to think about. I was thinking about this the other day, but... You know, I grew up with, like, Mario 64. Like, Mario 64 was, like, the first game I played, and, like, the game. It's weird to think that there's kids playing right now that, like, Fortnite's going to be
their game.
That
they'll look back on and be like, oh, yeah, I grew up on Fortnite. Like, it's weird to think that. Like, I agree. And making it, they proved that your game can be free to play and still be fun and profitable and such a good game. Like, if you don't think Fortnite's a good game and it's got problems, sure, what game doesn't have problems, but it's a great game. They've gotten it down to a science, and they know what people like. They know what they need to add. And
I do think it's entirely fair though to criticize.
Of course,
if there is problems, and
every
as
game
great of a
problems.
Publisher and developer Epic Games is, I do think there's things they can work.
Oh yeah,
on,
100%.
just like anyone.
I don't think they deserve the F that they got, and I think that's stupid. I think it's more just people being mad.
Now, what was the reason he gave the F though?
He said that Epic doesn't listen to the audience, which is the exact opposite.
See, that's not true.
Exactly.
What you could say is they're like monetizing the game too
they're
much.
very.
I agree.
You know, it's free to play, but
it's not.
It's not.
Yeah,
I mean, how much have you spent in Fortnite?
Well, I agree.
You know
I agree.
Yeah.
And well, not only that, they also have out-of-world stuff. They have
along with our 12-year-old cousin. How much has he spent?
Yeah.
Well, they have. They not only do they have the in-game stuff, they have the real-world stuff. They
Which,
have loot
sure, you don't have to
boxes.
spend money, but if you get into the game, you're going
to have to if you want to enjoy the game at a certain point. You're
For
gonna,
real.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
of
spend
course,
money.
of course. And the truth of it is,
That's the only reason I can see Epic getting an F, because they
then
listen
again,
to their fans.
Then again, though, I will never ever agree with that because, like I said,
That's one person's
It's your
opinion,
choice.
though.
Well, not only that, they've never made it free to play. I mean, they've never made it pay to win.
They've never made it free to
Yeah,
play.
it's never ever. Yeah, they've never made it. Oh, gosh,
Meme it.
at the end of the show. No, they've never made it pay to win, and everything is
Edit it.
completely cosmetic. Everything's completely cosmetic, and yeah, I as much as people meme it and stuff, and you guys say that it's fun, it's a great game. So
No, I agree. I think
and it's in my top 10 too.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's not in my top. It's not my kind of game, but I'm totally able to admit that I think it is a great game. I think what they've done with it is insane.
Well, and I know something that people complain about is some of the items they have in it. They have boom boxes and dynamite and balloons, which make the skill gap less.
Well,
Because they don't require skill to
that
use.
happened the other, like there was a tournament that happened, and they introduced the sword, which made people lose the tournament.
Right. But the thing is,
People that have been
the
training
sword,
for months.
the sword was a mess up, and Epic admitted it, which is a really cool move on their part. They even said this is a mistake. But
see, that's the thing though. That goes to show that there is no developer without faults.
exactly.
Yeah.
But then again, they did add in these items, which is the balloons and boom boxes and dynamite. Which dynamite and boom boxes do the same thing. They destroy your builds in like one hit.
It's so funny.
So you can
Throw
literally
a boombox down and just
you throw
it blows up the whole building.
you throw a boombox and it goes boom, boom, and it doesn't allow you to build, which people say destroys the skill gap and relies on aiming, but aiming is still skill. The thing is, people will complain about it all the time. They'll say, "Oh, it destroys the skill gap." It doesn't. It just creates a new skill gap where you have to learn to adapt to that. Having skill in that game is adapting to that situation. Somebody throws dynamite, destroys your build. You figure out what to do. That's the skill. And so, like, even you guys think you guys suck or you can't play the game anymore. You still could. Go in there, find boomboxes, find balloons and dynamite, float up to the top of the map and throw dynamite down.
Well, the thing is
I have.
win
I
the
just
game.
get squashed.
And win the game.
The thing is with Fortnite is, even though, I don't stand a chance at winning that game right now, just with the amount of skill there is. It doesn't mean the game isn't fun, though.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't play that game by myself. I just wouldn't. It wouldn't be fun for me. But, like, if you guys were playing it and I came in, I would have fun. You know, just running around, getting in an airplane or whatever. Which
It's a game to play with your friends. It's one of those games that it's better with friends. What game isn't, though, you know?
God of War.
God of War sucks with your friends.
Stop
talking.
Wouldn't it be sick? You guys, two people running around, like one's Kratos and one is
Not always. I truly believe there is.
sucks though. So
I truly believe there is room for games.
I know. I'm just saying, like, as far as like multiplayer games, I think it's so much fun with friends, but it's also a great game solo. You know, it's great to just try to wreck people. Anyway, that's my game of the year.
Well, nice. So it took us 2 hours to get through.
I know.
All of
I
our
know.
games.
So it's like, how long is that?
I think we should save.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So we were gonna do the Guess That Championship, which
it'll be another hour.
Yeah, which we can't.
3 hours.
We're gonna save that for the next episode. So if you don't know, just to get you guys to look forward to it. Tanner and Mason are going to be competing in a game we play called Guess That. I'll explain the rules next episode if you're not familiar. But they're tied 3-3 right now. So whoever wins...
I blew a 3-0 lead.
Hasten was up 3-0. And now,
I am
you're going to lose.
Warriors.
And Tanner has come back to tie it at 3-3. The winner is the champion.
I'm going to have to play Barbie
Yeah.
something.
That's the
Barbie's
thing. So
World.
the champion gets to choose a game the loser has to play for 3 hours. It can be
Should
whatever
we
game
say
you
the
want.
game right now?
Sure.
Say our games
Okay.
and then for the next
So
game?
if what we have.
So
to
if
do-
Tanner wins, what game are you going to make Hasten
So if
play?
I win, what I want to make Hasten play is I have two options because I have one that's a cheap, but then one that's free because one's on Game Pass.
We'll probably go with the free.
Yeah,
but I mean,
but
it's up to
the
Hasten.
cheap one, it's up to Hasten. It's Borderlands 2. Okay, I know you'd love it. It's a great game. It's old, but it's a great game. And the other one, the free one, is on Game Pass. It's Banjo-Kazooie. The original Banjo-Kazooie for the N64,
Okay.
but remastered
That's
on the
kinda fun.
Xbox.
Banjo-Tooie?
Banjo-Kazooie, the first one.
What?
Not
Isn't
was
Banjo-
it on Xbox?
it's on Game Pass. There's Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on the Game Pass. Not Nuts and Bolts, just the original Banjo-Kazooie. The one that says
The
only
OG
Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, I'm gonna hate it. But yeah, I'll play it, and I'm gonna stream it too.
Yeah, and we're both streaming the
So he
games
has to.
if we lose.
Whoever loses has to play the other person's game for at least 3 hours.
Not like straight, but
Well,
3
I mean,
hours.
if they wanted.
if they
do it
wanted
for
to, I
hours.
mean, like it, but it's, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
Hasten.
you only get one choice, and it's gonna be Pro Evolution PES Soccer 2019, and it's free on Game Pass.
Okay.
And I know you love soccer games,
especially
And
sports games.
Soccer games are actually the funnest sports games out of the three.
and you have to play it for 3 hours, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tanner hates sports games. If we haven't made that clear, so
And
that'll
it's
be
not
the-
even
that'll be
FIFA.
rough for him. Yeah, it's not even the best. One.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well that'll be fun. So you guys can look
I
forward
was
to
gonna
that.
do Troll and Die, which
Yeah.
is this crappy indie game that has horrible reviews. And it's meant to be 2 players. Someone's supposed to play as the troll, and someone's supposed to play as the...
Dare has to play with 2 controllers.
with the guy. But you can play it single player, and I wanted you to play it single player.
But it's not on Game Pass?
To torture you, but it's not on Game Pass.
Oh, that's too bad. But anyway, yeah, that does it for our 2018 Game of the Year episode. I wanted to do a little bit. I wanted to go over my movies of the year, and these guys can shout out theirs too. We're gonna do that later on, probably next episode. But this episode's going really long, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it now. But we thank you guys for listening. We want to know what your guys' Game of the Years are. What are your favorite games? Give us your top 10 list. What games did we miss that you recommend we should play from 2018? There are some that I was actually going to say, that's one thing I wanted to say. Some games that weren't on my list because I haven't played them yet, and they very well could be on my list, is Red Dead 2. Redemption. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and The Messenger. 4 games that I haven't played that I know people love.
Sometimes you don't have the time.
Which also forgot
when you
to
have
mention,
a life and your job isn't this, which would be great if this became our job.
Then we wouldn't have to worry about it.
But another thing we forgot to mention
play
is
Fortnite. He'd have unlimited V-Bucks while he's streaming.
But another thing we've forgotten to mention is next episode or a couple episodes we're going to talk about the biggest things that happened in 2018
or 2019.
In 2018.
You're talking about
happened.
That was we were supposed to
things
do
that
this
are
episode.
coming in 2019.
Gotcha.
Will be
so next episode, I think what we should go ahead and do is do you think we should do the 2019 looking forward episode next, or should we do that the next one after that?
The next one after that.
You guys think so?
I think we should continue with the 2018 one first.
I think we should do 2019 next,
but then we go 2018, 2019, then back to 2018.
Well, I don't think we really need to do. I mean, obviously you can do.
Movies.
I don't know.
We'll talk about.
I say the next episode we film we talk about the movies. We talk about
we'll figure it out
biggest things
off screen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But you can expect either expect in the next couple of weeks there will be an episode where we go look forward into the into 2019, what we're looking forward to release wise. We'll go through release dates of all the major video games, all the major movies, all that jazz. What we're looking forward to in 2019. And then I have my top 10 movies of 2018 that I want to go into and my honorable mentions and whatnot. And these guys will shout out their favorites of the year. And so we'll do that next episode or in a couple weeks. But look forward to that. Look forward to our new segment, Deathmatch, which will probably be the next episode too.
Because we're all going to have different opinions on that. Yeah, I can already tell.
Yeah, it's going to be...
At least on the first one. And then when it comes to, we do, Apple, Samsung.
Yeah, it would be a bit more obvious for all of us.
Yeah, because, you two are going to go Samsung, I'm going to go Apple. Mm-hmm. Or maybe not even, because we all have Apple stuff.
I might go Apple. Who knows? But so look forward to that. Look forward to next week. Vote on our Instagram, our comment who you want, #Team Hasten or #Team Tanner for the Guess That Championship. Once again, the winner will pick a game the loser has to play. Anything else, you guys?
Go follow us on Instagram, guys. Super Basement Bros. Like we said, Super Bros videos. Just go check us out.
Add me on Xbox.
Add me on Xbox. Yeah,
boys.
Hang out with us. Talk to us. Anyway.
Come stream with me while I have to play Banjo 2.
Come watch.
Hasten will
be the one viewer that's watching him play Banjo-Kazooie.
Hey, just comment you suck. Dude, give him bad motivation.
Don't do
that. Be nice.
Do it.
No, but really, we want your guys' support. We want to hear your guys' feedback. All that jazz. So please, social media is the best way to reach us that way, or comment on YouTube.
On Jablinski Games.
Go to see if we can get a
shout out. Tell your friends about us. Tell
awesome.
your family.
Jack Black, if you happen to be watching, bro.
Walk around the street and say, go watch this awesome YouTube channel, Super Basement Bros.
Yeah, I'm sure people will love that. Period. Yeah.
Force them to do it. Chain them up and do it. Subscribe.
All right.
Subscribe to PewDiePie and subscribe to T-Series.
Yeah, subscribe to PewDiePie.
Subscribe to T-Series. No, I'm just kidding. All right. No, I'm joking. Don't come after me.
It's a sin.
I'm joking. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I keep looking over here because we have two cameras set up, but I need to look there. Anyway, we'll see you guys next episode.
Bye.